love sending Kym pictures because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kym, I like to do.
Funny mamas.
So
Now that was a good picture. I would
like I
get
had
to for your son.
Two funny mamas. What's with the grip?
Live.
Yeah, call me later. We'll talk to you later.
Okay, talk to you later.
Y'all, we going live on Two Funny Mamas. You coming by?
Are you talking to a dude?
It's Amy. Okay, girl, bye. I was trying to find your live. Okay, I see you got a lot of pictures posted of Barbara Walters. Okay, I didn't get to put my live up and tell people to come see it.
Why not? We said go live.
Because I'm slower than you are when it goes to what's it called? I'm slower.
I'm hot. Woo, I swear.
I'm hot too, girl. I'm hot. I'm fire.
You look like, and I said this on the live, can I say you look like you will be giving glory and honor to God and to the First Lady of First Second Mount Ebenezer Third Baptist Church in the wake of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, loving, learning, and growing Church of God in Christ. Hallelujah.
Take me to the mountain.
Hey, me and Sherri Shepherd about to go live. Y'all know how we do it. Sherri's the one.
You're live now. You're not about to go live.
We're live.
First of all, just watch your tone. Sherri, I'm talking to my followers. Y'all go to YouTube and watch Two Funny Mamas. Look. See, here we go.
Okay, yes. Go to YouTube, everybody, and watch Two Funny Mamas. We got a lot to talk about today. Within the time frame, I see. That's nice.
I don't know how to do it. Without them seeing my I don't know what's going on. All right, y'all. Go over to YouTube. Two Funny Mamas is on right now. We're live. Sherri said I look like I'm about to give church announcements. Okay. Two Funny Mamas. I'll see y'all over there, okay? I'm going to sign off. Y'all
Sister Kym, when's the cakewalk?
Oh, real funny. The cakewalk.
Where do we
purchase? What's wrong with him?
Who do we make out the check to the building fund?
The air conditioning get fixed.
Right,
Summer is upon us.
Everybody died, okay? Okay.
Why?
YouTube. Right.
How come
Somebody
churches?
said we can do the next Friday movie, and I said we can't do no next Friday movie because everybody done died in the Friday movies. Well, how are we gonna do it? Everybody didn't.
Well, Tiny Lister passed. AJ passed, but Chris Tucker's still available. Ice Cube.
And John Witherspoon is gone. Pops is gone. That's a main one, right?
Y'all got the funny ones. Not.
Yeah.
So Ice Cube would have to rework it because still Earthquake. I mean, not Earthquake. Don DC Curry, you as Sugar, Cat Williams, Chris Tucker.
Oh yeah, y'all like Chris Tucker.
And then you know what? You got to add more other comics. Honest
right.
John.
I'm gonna hit up Ice Cube and tell him we should still do it and rework it.
Oh, when you text Ice Cube, can you tell him to have O'Shea call me?
His son, you gonna get arrested. Yeah, okay, y'all go to YouTube us Sherri out. Oh yeah, no, come on in. The dog's been all right. I see y'all.
You can get off your live and now come live with us.
Now do I share this or just let it go?
Share it.
Share it.
On my page? Ugh.
Kym Whitley, everybody.
Welcome to Two Funny Mamas, everybody. We decided to go live at the last minute because we're going to shoot our podcast and then air it on tomorrow. But we decided, let's do live. Let's hit our followers and get some comments because we did live right before the Christmas break. Is everybody going to look at your head the whole time? Are they going to look at that weird looking?
You know I can't. Okay.
There she goes.
Follow my instructions. Both of y'all really just mean. Too funny.
Here's the thing. Kym sounds like this because she has a big main. She got a computer in her office, but she lets everybody who comes in her house, instead of using a bathroom, they use a computer. So everybody's hands and imprint is on her computer. And so she always has technical difficulties because you be letting people download download porn on your computer.
Something is wrong with my computer.
Because you let everybody, why don't you just have a computer in the kitchen? And that's for everybody. And then your computer is off limits. Your office is off limits. Because you always have technical difficulties. What's wrong with you? I don't
you know what's so I don't have no chicken today.
I was telling people, we did a live before Christmas. You were in Cleveland, which is why you're so white right now. Whenever you go back to Cleveland, the black just slides off your skin.
Are you frozen or are you being funny?
No, she ain't frozen.
Technical difficulty messing up again.
Log out, log back in, Kym. Well.
Oh, Jesus. Excuse me, Father. Oh! Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Funny Mamas.
Hey, everybody. We're gonna take up a collection. Kym's Wi-Fi bill needs to get covered, and we're looking for you to make a donation to the Two Funny Mamas Internet Fund.
Well,
Los Angeles Wi-Fi is expensive.
It is Wi-Fi is expensive. I cannot donate to Kym's Wi-Fi because I still have to pay her for the light bill when she threw my roller skating party. She says I owe her money because Kym has a tennis court on her property. So you know those big lights on a tennis court?
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah,
When I tell Kym is a screw, she's like, turn off the lights. That's money. And so I have not paid her bill for all of the lights because she had them turned off and I was like, Kym, we're having a roller skating party, but we can't see the roller skate. And she would not turn on the lights.
Right. You were supposed to pay.
Wait, did we get her back? Your Wi-Fi's off, right?
Yep.
Talk.
Did you just turn it off?
Why shit? Can y'all hear me?
It's about to be one funny mama and a...
It sounds like this.
Oh, shoot.
Can y'all?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, Lionel?
Nice.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness. How is this the way the whole year to be?
Hey, put me on the screen, please. Listen, I haven't noticed this. Oh, you see this microphone I've got in front of me?
The NAACP Image Award.
No, I can see that Image Award leaving. I can see it sliding right through our
I feel like they're going to come take it back with this broadcast.
You see, Chris finally got his NAACP Image Award. I don't know. Can you hear Kym?
Thank you. And look, it doesn't say Midcoast Media or Chris Denman on it.
What did it say?
What does it say? No, all kidding aside, this is...
They just found one in the back.
They did. They were like, oh, who's it for? It says 53rd NAACP Image Awards, Outstanding Podcast, Lifestyle Self-Help. Two Funny Mamas, Sherri Shepherd and Kym Whitley, Saturday, February 26, 2022. Extremely seriously, thank you to all the fans. This is so nice of Sherri and Kym to make sure we got one of these two. We just like to joke about it. My comments on Instagram have been hilarious. I'm just thankful the NAACP made it happen. So,
there's a stereotype that we always late.
Look at Key and Beth.
Unfortunately, oh, look at everybody that works at Midcoast Media kissing the NAACP Image Award. Beautiful. We're so glad because Chris's company, Midcoast Media. Oh my gosh.
It wouldn't be the show without this.
It's gotten worse.
Again, I feel like I'm going to hear we're here for the trophy.
We had 3 weeks off for her to get her mind and her mental health together so we could come back do it strong.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's even more lost. Look at with the rocking. Stop rocking.
Sherri, she was supposed to kind of mentally gather and, get some family time in and cleanse her spirit. She's been on Rumspringa for the last 2 weeks. She's been going wild.
Oh my gosh. We had such an amazing podcast live 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago with her family.
Mm-hmm.
She left Cleveland and left some of her brain on Southwest.
Now, she flies Spirit out of Cleveland. You know that.
She already looks like the cat lady.
Dude,
I
lost
you
my
guys,
ball.
huh? I'm so glad people love
My
you.
ball.
I thought you were using the lavalier.
I did, and it had a ball on it, and that was gone. Can y'all hear me? La 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 la.
We hear you. Maybe just clip it, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, clip it on your shirt, Kym. You
But
hold
the
the
ball
lavalier
is okay.
like it's a mic.
All right, let's see what happens when we go back to just the two of you. See if the ghosts in the internet machine.
I'm a little verklempt because I had everybody come live, and we're having the technical difficulties, which I hate. But I am glad to see you, Kym.
What word did you say? Verklempt.
Verklempt.
Verklempt. Oh, now
Verklempt.
why is it gone black? Verklempt.
Verklempt.
Is that a word, Sherri?
Yes, it's Yiddish.
Verklempt.
Verklempt, yes,
Hey,
it's Yiddish.
Oh, it
No.
is?
Yeah.
Verklempt.
Did you ever watch Saturday Night Live,
You
Kym?
learned that from Barbara? Yes.
I don't know what's happening.
Verklempt.
I don't know what's happening.
I'll tell you what. Is happening. You got a bunch of great fans in the live chat, so thank you all for tuning in.
Okay, hold on, Kym. This is this Two Funny Mamas Live. We came back because a couple weeks ago we did an amazing live with
late.
Kym in Cleveland, where her family was on, and we got so many great comments from everybody who watched our live because Kym's brother Scott, who's the baby brother, and Scott is the baby, right? Okay,
Yes.
bitch, I swear to God,
I feel like Elizabeth Hasselbeck.
this damn camera. You wasn't even frozen. You was just playing.
Now she's frozen. Oh, she's back.
No, she ain't frozen. She playing. I'm sitting up here going, Kym, and I was like, this is so embarrassing. She's frozen. She over here playing. Oh, I swear I want to just go through the camera with my freaking.
I'm not playing. No, maybe I should try the Wi-Fi, Chris.
Your phone would work probably better than the Wi-Fi is not going to work.
Is that better?
No.
Huh?
Wait, hang on.
Okay,
I see our NAACP Image Award slipping through our fingers because Tamar Braxton is going to be like, these bitches can't even get the technical right, let alone outstanding lifestyle. Literally. Tamar Braxton, Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child, who we were up against, is going to be like, Beyonce, do you hear these two heifers? They don't even have the sounds. Trying to get the NAACP Image Award. Your friends who were nominated against us, Sounds of Blackness.
Always watch this.
If
Lena Waithe is watching, I will never get a guest star on the show.
Yeah. Hey, Lena, can we get some of that Audible production?
Technical people, right?
You know what, Kym? Chris just said it. Can you hear me, Kym? If we don't get this together, Lena will not write another season of your Audible. Kym, available on audible.com. Don't be acting funny.
Now she's back.
We better get it together. Oh Lord. We should have did this on tape. Thank you guys for sticking with us.
I said it.
Oh, here we go. It's going to be Chris's fault.
It's going to be Chris's fault because I'm not taking it.
Let's do it. On tape. Yep. But Chris was like, no, because I don't feel like doing all the extra work with it that y'all pay for Thursday. I know that's what he said.
I said, there's that evil laugh.
Thank you for sticking with us, all of our followers and fans who are watching right now. We're a little bit discombobulated because we're having some technical difficulties on Kym's end.
No,
But we have
no.
What?
Not
No
on my
what?
end. With this way, Wi-Fi is working now, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Still
A
jumping.
little bit.
We're having
Still
a
a little.
weather problem here.
What
Hey,
kind of
Bear
weather
Joy.
problems?
Uh,
What kind of weather problems are you
it's
having in
been
LA?
raining here for days. It's been raining for days and days and days. It's swampy out here.
Oh, because the swamps affect the Wi-Fi.
What? Why did you need to get closer to the camera to tell her it was swampy?
I don't understand. Like Kym still does not know how to operate any aspect of the podcast on this Zoom. She still gets up close as if people cannot see her, but they can. They can. And you look so
Because
cute.
I worry. Okay.
You look eccentric and weird.
Oh, you like my little
Still
outfit?
sexy. Your dimples are gorgeous. I
I
wanted
wanted people
talk
to think you
about
had a different co-host today.
what? What's going on?
I don't know what's
All
happening.
I wanted to do
Sherri
was
has
do
tried to talk. Sherri's tried to reference the Christmas Eve live stream 740 times.
because I wanted to get to some of the. And people can't say, Sherri, you hogging up the mic because I want to talk about Kym's family.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to it real quick
Okay, go ahead.
until Kym does something to irritate me. Your family was so lovely.
Dude,
What just happened?
you're back.
Andre came on.
Why was Andre Lavelle's?
It was a technical issue.
Okay. I feel like I just have to sit and woosah. Meanwhile, thank you for watching us, everybody. Can you read some of the comments? Because I'm so
Yeah,
it'll give me
here,
time
let's
to
talk
get
about
my
this. So we've got a few stills from the Christmas Eve stream as well. I wanted to thank everybody. We had over 1,000 people tuned in. It was a surprise stream. Sherri and Kym made it happen. Kym in Cleveland, live with her family, and at the cost of her talented niece Hannah. We had one of the best shows we've ever had. Why do I say that, Sherri, you ask?
Why?
Because the comments back it up. I usually tell you, Sherri, don't read all those negative. If somebody's rude, don't, fade it. No, today we read the good comments because this, I've never seen so many people say this is the best episode you all have ever done. Let's have a few comments here. Rosanna G 7778, always funny, casual conversations, love it. This is a great show to end the year. Sonia K Savings, I'm crying over here, poor Hannah's traumatized. That's from A Coley 30.
Now we got to say, why is Hannah traumatized? Hannah is Kym Whitley's niece, who's now on Broadway in a what's the name of her musical?
Hadestown.
Hadestown. And so she's back home for the holidays. Her parents, Scott, Kym's brother, and her mom, Jessica, Kym's sister-in-law. Hannah found out how she got here because she walked in on her parents having sex. And the way, if you guys want to be in like literally hysterics, you have to watch our last live of Hannah describing how she walked in on Scott and Jessica, her parents having sex, but she didn't want to get caught. So she laid on the floor and had to lay there for the entire sex act. And then she tried to crawl out the room. However, Scott, Kym's brother, thought that Hannah saw it and then tried to crawl out. He didn't realize that his daughter was in the room the whole time when he was talking nasty. And because when men talk nasty, the questions they ask, whose is it? I like it. Call my name. So he doing all of that. He didn't know his daughter was sitting there listening. She was horrified, traumatized.
What did he say? It was a particularly vocal day, and he's not usually that vocal.
And he's not
usually
not vocal. So this was the one day Scott and Jessica were having wildcat sex, and he decided to get loud and vocal. And that was the day his daughter saw them having sex. Because we all have memories of catching our parents. having sex.
Nope.
And it was very traumatic. So listening to Hannah, this is what, if you didn't see it, our last live stream, this is what the comments about. There you go, Chris. Give it back to you.
Oh, sure. Here's some more. And there's just I can't read them all, but there's so many that specifically say this is the greatest Two Funny Mamas you've ever done. All right. Renee Williams, 554.98. This is the funniest Two Funny Mamas show. I have a cold and fell into multiple laughing and coughing fits. I just love how my people love their family, and the shame they felt for not feeding Dad was priceless. Happy holidays all. Kym, would you like to address that? Because surely that wouldn't happen more than once.
So
Okay.
can we address Kym? I know I'm doing my Barbara Walters, because there's some people who are looking at us who didn't see the last one. In the middle of our live stream, Kym all of a sudden realized that her and Scott had not fed their father. It literally was around 1:00 in the afternoon. And I said to Kym, well, what time are y'all supposed to feed them? She's like, about 10 in the morning. So they forgot, and they were in a panic. They were throwing stuff in the microwave, and they both were panicking. Ain't none of them moved now. They just screaming that they hadn't fed Daddy. Kym screaming, Daddy, Daddy.
Oh, that's so funny.
There is, and so continue. So now did you feed him on a regular, Kym?
The next day we laughed again because we looked at the clock, and once again 1:00 came around. We said, "Oh Lord, I forgot to feed Daddy," and it was so funny. It was funny. Daddy,
did your father think it was funny?
Nope. But Daddy, he was like, I was wondering what was going on because, we was downstairs. And what happens is you get caught up on television or being in the spotlight, you forget about everybody. That's what happens. And we were all up in that podcast. So it's really you and Chris's fault.
What?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I'm doing a podcast. Hey, baby.
Hi, Jeffrey.
hey, Jeffrey.
That was hysterical. The podcast, if you didn't see it, everybody, please go and look at it. It's our last live stream of 2022.
Link is in the live chat right now.
That's us. That's her brother, Scott. And literally, we laughed. We were on there almost 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we were having a good time.
And I said to you,
That's how we
people left such. You forgot to feed your father. That's Hannah and Jessica. They look just alike. Kym's sister-in-law and her niece. And that's Hannah.
Just shook.
Triggered and traumatized at hearing her daddy say things she's never heard her father say. And so if you think that Kym is crazy, spend the live with her family. I loved her family so much that I said to Kym, you need to pitch a reality show
1,000%.
with your family, executive produce it, and have it on the air. And I say this, Kym, because people like, you got the Chrisleys, Todd Chrisley. What is she
He's
doing?
in jail. He's
not in jail yet. Okay, well, that opens it up for your show.
Kym.
No, he's not in jail yet, Kym.
Oh, thank God.
She's saying if that stuff can get popular, the stuff you had is platinum.
I know Kym completely misses the point.
Right. You're sitting here saying,
can't
I
do
will
a reality
executive
show.
produce this.
We know reality show. Todd is in jail. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Well, here's another comment for you. Oh, sorry, Sherri. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
I want to say it's either Amia or Amy A. Reed, 1640. I feel like she's watched since the beginning. I recognize that name. Whole live is hilarious, but them last few minutes of Kym and Scott trying to get some food for their dad had me hollering. That backs it up. What is happening here?
Huh?
What, you got another dog?
Did you bring that home from France?
I know. You see this dog? Not in the camera. Look.
Poor Dexter.
First of all, the dog is so black. I don't know. That is an ugly dog.
Oh, it's a nice
It's
dog.
beautiful.
What's his name?
Rover, because he was born in a Range Rover. You got to see how big it is, though. And his paws. Show your paws. See
Oh, is that like a Labradoodle?
No, he's
It's
a
just
poodle.
a poodle.
He got Ugg boots on.
Oh my gosh.
And it's Dexter's friend. Look over here so they can see your face. And you got a
Kym,
ponytail.
do you know why talk shows never have a dog on the show while the host is there?
Because it's upstages the people. Okay.
Kym, do it. If you bring the dog back on, do a voice for it. Like, do a voice for the dog. Talk as the dog.
Where's the voice? Oh, we are the bacon or bacon good, mama. Okay, I'm sorry.
Your mic has your lav is either
I
unplugged.
don't know where the mic is. The dog ate the mic. Oops, sorry. Oh, I lost the clip. Dear Joy, the dog ate the clip. The clip is gone.
It's probably in the
No,
tail.
y'all gotta see. Look at Sherri. No, Sherri, you gotta see the dog sitting there perfectly. Look. Let me show y'all. Look, I don't want y'all to see my messy office. The truth. Watch this. Y'all ready? Look at this dog. Look. Look. Wait.
The dog is so black. I can't.
see
It's
it.
black.
Where's the light? Oh, there you go.
The people want to know if the dog has a bun on his head.
The dog does have a bun. Amy, who's our friend, who's a hairstylist, she did the dog's hair. The
Tell
dog
Amy,
had
hey.
a cornrow. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, don't put that camera on that dog no more because it makes you blurry. Everybody's blurry, and I feel like I'm gonna have a
It made
seizure.
you what? Buoy. It made me buoy.
Blurry,
She was just in
Blurry.
buoy.
blurry.
Okay, I'm back.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wait.
Great question from Chris B in the live chat. What is happening here? Chris B, we don't know.
We don't know, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, Chris B. We about to get off this live and do a regular podcast.
Okay, let's do it for real. I'm ready. I'm focused. I'm having cramps in my booty. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm focused. Something ain't right. I thought y'all couldn't hear me. That's why I wasn't doing nothing.
No, we
I thought y'all said that y'all couldn't hear me.
You're going to complain that Sherri's taller than you.
Okay, can you hit that? All right, I'm ready. I'm back in. No,
right,
you
hey,
leave that
Sherri.
light on. Let them see
Hey.
the truth.
Sherri, from the top. Start over like it's a new show. Go ahead, Sherri, do it. Welcome the people in.
Hey everybody, welcome to Two Funny Mamas on Sherri Shepherd.
And I'm your girl, Kym Whitley.
Hey Kym.
Too much. Was that too much?
No,
What
it
are we
was
talking
just
about?
enough.
Let's get into politics. See, I'm focused now.
What?
We're gonna win us another NAACP award. I'd like to feel like I'm drunk.
Are you basing this show on the awards? Is this the one we gonna submit? Tamar
Yes.
Braxton is going. Keep it up, ladies. Keep going. Just keep going.
Well, first of all, I would like to talk a little bit about politics today. Today's subjects are, we're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about the loss of Barbara Walters. We're going to do our Black business segment. We are going to show Chris and see how long his hair has grown.
Oh,
We are going to discuss fashion, some animals, and we will talk about, are you drinking your water in 2023? All right, Sherri, take it away.
I don't know if we should do our Black business right now or wait a little bit to put some space
Let's get
in
a little.
between the ignorance.
Let's take a breath.
Let's take a breath. How was your Christmas and New Year's?
You know, Sherri, my Christmas was absolutely lovely. As you know, I have been working like a fiend like you, and I got to just stay at home with my dad and my brother and my nephew and just chill. And I did nothing for the first time. Usually I go to Cleveland, I run around and see everybody. But I took a pause for the call. I stayed in my pajamas for 3 days.
You did?
I did nothing. And I hadn't done that in, I would say, years. It felt delightful.
Very interesting, because you were asking our followers and fans what Christmas movies you wanted to watch. Did you guys sit and watch any Christmas movies?
Not a chance.
Yes, we did. We watched The first one we watched was It's a Wonderful Life. Jessica hated it. Joshua hated it. Everybody, because I think they didn't understand it, because everybody was mad. We're the black people. Then they were like, this ain't a Christmas movie. They didn't show the Christmas tree to the end of the movie. So it was a lot. And so we were breaking stuff down to them and how Jimmy Stewart's the best actor in the world. Okay, so that was that one. Then we went on to watch, we fought between This Christmas and one was with Monique
Medea.
and one was with Monique and one was with Regina King.
Okay.
That Christmas and This Christmas, something like that.
Was it really That Christmas and This Christmas?
I'm messing it up, but because one, my boy David Talbot did, so and it was really funny, and that was the one with Monique. So we watched, and then people got uninterested. Then it got late. So
you should have watched Medea. I gotta say, Medea's Halloween and Christmas.
It was Medea's Halloween. That's why you called and told me. I was like, it's Christmas. I don't want to watch the Halloween movie.
I know. I said her Medea's Halloween. I thought it was a Christmas movie. I was cracking up during the whole movie. I woke up. I was like, "Oh, Kym, this is a great Christmas movie." She said, "What is?" I was like, "Medea's Halloween."
Crazy.
But she had a Christmas movie too that was funny. Yes. So you did Christmas movies. It's hard for the kids to watch the old ones, Miracle on 34th Street, because it's an older movie. They're in black and white. They're not used to seeing black and white movies, so now they have a plethora of Christmas movies that Joshua can watch. And so you can do that. But I think that was great. Great bonding time. Did you guys play games?
We did play. Nope, we pooped out. We were going to play a game, then we argued what game we were going to play. So then we didn't play it because I wanted to play Taboo, because I said I want a game that you don't have to think. They like Boulder Dash. I said, I don't like thinking of definitions. That seemed like school to me. So they love Boulder Dash. Let's play Boulder Dash. So, nope, we didn't do a damn thing on that either. And my daddy went upstairs. He got mad at everybody. So
probably because you didn't feed him. He was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
But this was so funny. We did a lot of cooking. I had so much fun with my brother cooking. I made 3 corn puddings because my nephew kept wanting it. So I made those 3 times. We had a good time. We made our own French vanilla cream for our coffee because, me and Scott are coffee connoisseurs. But we had a good time. I'll say that.
Nice. And then you flew to Baltimore, Maryland.
Bowie, Maryland.
Bowie, Maryland, and you did a New Year's Eve comedy show. How was that?
I did. I was nervous. Sherri, I know we're getting ready for our tour, so I'm trying to be serious. It takes a lot for me to be serious. So I was getting ready and focusing. I went Tuesday night at not that Tuesday at Ruben Paul's room. Ruben Paul and
you went to Laugh Factory, didn't you?
Thank you. Went to Laugh Factory, just getting ready. And then I got to Bowie. And it was, of course, Joe Claire. It's his show. He does it once a month at the Bowie Center for the Performing Arts. And then it was Dominique. I hosted it. Then I brought up brought up Howie Bell first.
Howie Bell's funny.
He's so funny. And he had a message for you. And he was like, tell Sherri, I talked to Sherri. And there's a lot going on. Reach out to Howie Bell, please. Howie, he said y'all are friends, but reach out to Howie. So funny. So Howie went up first, and then Dominique, and then Joe Claire. So we had to do a countdown because we had 2 shows. We had to stop, do the countdown for the first show. We had champagne and everything for everybody. And the second show, Joe Claire, in the middle of his set, we were like, it's almost 12 o'clock. He had to stop his jokes. Yeah, and then he never went back because we had to, he was probably like 12 minutes in on a 30-minute set.
Man.
Damn.
Yeah, so
because then you had to celebrate.
Right, we had to. My girlfriend Nikki Jennings, who is his producer, put it together, and it was a good show. And this was amazing. There were 3 other comedy shows in town, and we still did well. There was D.L. Hughley and their whole group, and Earthquake, and then that was in Virginia, and then DC Young Fly and Jess Hilarious. They were all at and LaBelle Crawford were at the Constitution Hall. So there was a lot of comedy shows, and we still had our own. We were out in Bowie, Maryland, so it was nice.
Kym, I had something for you. There's a good photo of you. You had a special visitor, I believe, at the show. You probably had several.
But there was definitely a special visitor.
Yeah, I think we have that.
You got a picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know who else came? Derek Rutledge came. Makeup artist. He showed up because he lives in D.C.
Oh, Oprah's makeup artist, Derek.
Yeah, Derek. He was there looking fly. Debbie Morgan came because she lives in D.C.
Jesse and Angie. All my children. And
Yep.
Power. Yeah.
Yep. So she was there. And then if Chris gets the picture, I was trying to stall till he can put it up.
Yeah, just keep talking. It's all right. We may
You
not
know,
have
doing a New Year's Eve show, that's the hard one because people. Did you feel pressure or no pressure because it was so many people coming out for New Year's?
You know, I felt pressure because it was 2 shows and I didn't really know my set. And I was scratching out paper and you know me trying to figure out what I'm going to say because I always want to do jokes for the season. So I had a bunch of New Year's resolution jokes. And then one of them, they didn't laugh. I was like, ooh, test the crowd. They didn't like that nasty one. So, you know, go back to the Christian jokes.
What kind of crowd was it? Was it a church?
It was a very sophisticated, kind of upscale Black people.
Okay.
Rich with money. You know, they don't go to the gutter.
That's your crowd.
I would say that. So I was able to adjust. So that was fun. But you know what was really crazy?
What?
I fell into the toilet. And I want to know how you knew that. Before the show, Friday morning, I had a little accident at the hotel where I was staying. And I fell into the toilet with my arm and the toilet broke. And I am still, you know, all this. As a matter of fact, I ain't got my brace on. Oh, damn.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Did you say you broke your arm? You broke your arm?
Dad, Joy, bring me my brace.
Oh no, Kym, are they watching movies or playing games at your house on your internet? Yeah, there it is.
No one watching. No one's.
Somebody watching porn on the 3rd floor. I guarantee you.
You know what? Somebody's watching TV in the back. Why? You hear a lot of rain? Because it's raining right over my head. That's a lot. You know, that swimming instructor. She said cramps in your booty. Okay, sorry.
We do have a photo of you and I believe Debbie. You may be talking about something. Is this the photo we were talking about, Kym? If you look up.
Oh yeah, that's my New Year's fit. And he got on shiny stuff a little bit.
I don't know what you just said.
Boots.
You're choppy, Kym.
What did you say? That's you and Debbie Morgan?
Yes.
There you
I
go.
like your thigh-high boots.
You hear me?
Yes.
Thank
I like
you.
your thigh-highs.
I was doing.
Can I show you something, Sherri? And Kym,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. I didn't know you were coming through. You were trying to show off what, Kym?
No, go ahead.
We've got a clip that I asked some fans if they could name, or we asked it on the Two Funny Mamas account. Watch this, Sherri. Speaking of those boots. Do you see her moving?
Look at those boots.
Oh, the dance. Look at the dance.
Do you want to hear some Two Funny Mamas Instagram fan suggestions for the name of that dance?
Yeah, what's that dance? You need to do that need to be a challenge.
What the hell is that, Auntie? That is
Yeah.
Auntie. Look at
That's
that.
Auntie.
Dominique look crazy too. Dominique look crazy. What's she doing?
2 old aunties.
Tell us in the live chat what you think it should be called. But
Look at that dance. I don't know what drunk. Ain't like those heels was high. Look at that. What?
Look at the hips. Come on out. Come on, mama.
Those heels are going great.
That's my song. That's my song.
Ms. Michelle says, "Cook out Kym." Crystal 15 says, "Kym is feeling it, honey." Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Here's
Wait,
from Instagram. We had a few. One was it's the drunk Mary J. Blige. Uh,
drunk Mary J. Blige. I was feeling Mary J.
that was one person said it was just confused. Kym Whitley dance. She's allowed to make up her own dance moves. One was named Chris. You missing out.
That was a good one. That was the best one.
Kym, you held up your arm. Did you break your arm?
No, I did not, but I did injure it. It's sprained. And all this is jacked up. So I go back to the doctor out here in Los Angeles. I went in DC, but I fell on the toilet. My arm went in the toilet into the hole, but my whole arm, I guess my hand is too big. It didn't fit in the hole, but you got to really angle it to get no. And my finger bent back. But I just thank God I had flushed that toilet. Ooh.
Mm.
Only you would think
No.
like that.
No, I'm
So
telling
were
you,
you
this is
were you sitting on the toilet?
no. There was a chair. I went to do my makeup, and obviously, what has happened is, people go into the hotel, break something, and put it back. They had broken the chair, placed it back, didn't say anything. I took the chair, put it in the bathroom, but I didn't check the chair. And as soon as I sat down, the chair collapsed on one side like it was broken. The whole thing collapsed. But so as I fell, I didn't want to hit my head on the shower or anything. I'm in the bathroom. So I reached to the toilet was the first thing I could, behind me. I reached behind I wasn't supposed to do that. Just trying to catch myself. My arm went in the toilet and just hit the porcelain part.
Oh my
And
gosh.
and I was down for a minute, but this is the crazy part. I ever so slightly looked up and I could just see a little bit of hair on the counter. And I got my finger to it and I grabbed it. It was my wig. I threw it on my head as quickly as possible. I said, they ain't gonna catch me slipping. I threw the wig.
Oh, Kym.
It gets worse.
But I get it. Because that's the
You
last thing you
understand?
want.
It gets worse.
Paramedics coming in.
You don't understand.
Yes,
With my
nigga.
last breath, girl, I had on half a Spanx. Girl, I grabbed a reach and I saw the towel, so everything was close. I pulled the towel down off the hook. It fell across my body. And thank God, my phone got this strap on it. I keep a strap. I reached up on the counter. I could see the strap. I pulled it down and I opened it up and hit the last person I called. And it was Nikki. I said, can you call the hotel? Tell me, get somebody up to my room, get me off this floor. To help me. I didn't know.
Thank God for
I
Nikki.
shouldn't even be laughing at this. It's horrifically
No.
funny.
It is, when I tell you, the lady came up, and I don't know what took her so long. I could have been straight dead. A lady came up, and she was like, oh my. And I said, she said, I'm going to pick you up. I was like, hold up, let me see, how hurt I am. I don't want you just snatching me up. She said, don't worry about it. I lift up my grandmother. She's 270 pounds. I was like, what you trying to say? So she got, I said, don't pick me up, because she is a little short woman. I said, get me that other chair out the other room. So she pulled the chair up. I said, just get me up and into that chair. Now, don't forget, I was getting ready for press. I had press. I had 2 television shows and whatchamacallit. They brought me ice.
It's a good thing
so
you're
I had the
finishing
ice
your
on it.
makeup on the floor.
Oh,
Did
no.
you
Yeah, I got
do
up.
your makeup?
Yeah, because I was thinking like, I'm just going to do some makeup and go do this TV. I wasn't like, I don't do like you. I'll be looking half man on TV. I don't care. Because it's local. If it was national, it's going to be everywhere. It'd be a problem. Because the one place, then they're going to mention, tell Sherri, Sherri came on our show and she did the cooking. I said, yes, I understand. Sherri this. I said, but it's about me right now.
Oh,
Girl,
God.
When I tell you this hotel, I ain't heard from nobody since.
Are you?
I done
Oh
been
my!
report. Ain't nobody called nothing, girl. So I went to right after the new. So on one show, my arm was hurting so bad. Somebody called and said, "Is something wrong with Kym?" Because I didn't realize I was grabbing my arm and wincing. But I went to urgent care and they X-rayed it. And the doctor came in. He said, "You got a sprain and bruise, whatever." And
This is like when you were at the flower shop and they had a hole in the ground and you tripped
Yeah.
and you hit your
yeah,
face. You sat in a broken chair in a hotel. That
yeah,
was their fault.
yeah. I can't. It was bad, but it wasn't as bad as that damn fall.
No,
Um,
what I'm saying is, did you fill out any kind of incident report at the hotel?
Yes, I thought they would do it. The general manager lady or whatever from the hotel came up and she like write out a statement. I wrote it out, gave it to her. You think, somebody would reach out. So now I got to go get an attorney or something. Ain't nobody said, and it cost me $400 at urgent care. And since then, I've had to take, I should have got a prescription. He said you want any pills, but didn't. I thought Advil would be okay. What you don't realize is once you have an accident or something, it gets worse. Like I was like, no, I'm good with some ice. Let me tell you something. So so I'm going to an orthopedic doctor tomorrow because I was like, you never know,
Yeah. No, you
what
have to.
is.
And it also the residual effects of what happened. You fell, your body tensed up, your hand broke your fall. It's just something's going to happen. It's going to require medical care.
Right.
You probably should see your lawyer.
I'm like, damn. But at least it wasn't. I didn't like hit my head or something like broke my arm or anything like that. Like I didn't like. Can you imagine? It could have been worse. That's all I kept thinking about. By the grace of God, that
Yeah, those are those things where you go, Lord, thank you for having your angels around me. I would like to point out, you seem to do this a lot. You seem to give yourself concussions a lot. You were in the kitchen cleaning and you hit your head on the side of the dishwasher.
That was years ago. You shut your mouth. That's when I was young.
I mean, they're not going to call me to testify. So it's okay.
But they might pull this clip. You shut your mouth.
I hope they don't see. By the way, shout out to Fab 540. Do we have that dancing video again? Fab 540. We have to get to this. Called your dance the Puss in Boots, and she was live.
Yeah,
she was at the show. So yes, that's the.
Oh, you know why I was dancing like that? Because I was in pain. You see, I got the.
Oh, you got that? I didn't even see the brace.
I got the brace on my arm. I was struggling. I was on Advil and Tylenol.
You don't look like you was in pain, not a bit, and drinking.
Because that was water. Thank you.
Look at this boy. You doing that? That's my dance. Turn the music up.
Oh God.
I am horrified. I'm so thankful that you're okay. Bruised up. You're healing. It's happening.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you're home. I wanted to tell people I'm really glad because you're going to be coming on the Sherri Show. Everybody set your DVRs for February 14th.
Oh,
Kym is coming on the Sherri Show.
Valentine's.
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? I said,
what?
Is that in my calendar?
Oh no.
He says, if you're not on that plane in New York on the 13th.
Did you tell somebody? Did you tell the people? Let me see, January.
Your people, we worked it out with your people.
They don't have it nowhere on here. Say Valentine's Day. Don't say nothing about Sherri nowhere. What
you
is
know
wrong
what?
with you?
I'm going to ask Octavia
This
Spencer.
don't make no sense.
I'm going to ask because you is acting up. I didn't tell people on February 14th. And you guys, because we like unofficially have announced that we're on tour. Two Funny Mamas present Sherri Shepherd, Kym Whitley, because the S's go before the W's. So we're going on a tour because Sherri Shepherd Shepherd and Whitley. We're going on a comedy tour, so please go to subscribe so we can let you know when we're coming to your city. So go to Sherri Shepherd.tv, SherriShepherd.tv, and there's a Two Funny Mamas tab. Click the Two Funny Mamas tab and leave us your information so that when we start our cities, we will let you know with a phone call or an email. So go to SherriShepherd.tv, click Two Funny Mamas, fill out the information so we have you in our database. And go listen to Kym on audible.com. She was mentioned in, was it Variety, Kym?
Yes. I was
Variety as
top 10 podcast.
Under the top 10 podcasts to watch. So I'm really, really excited. For Christmas, we did nothing. Christmas passed us by. You know, it was like Halloween, and then all of a sudden I looked up and somebody was like, and Christmas is in 3 days. I didn't get a chance to get a tree. By the time I was able to get a tree, it was just like, it's too late. So
really,
we had no family over. I didn't buy any gifts. I cash apped everybody. It really wasn't a Christmas this year. So and I watched TV. I stayed in my pajamas and I watched TV for Christmas. God, just like me. That's what I did. I did not go out. New Year's, I don't like going out.
Yeah.
So New Year's, I took Jeffrey to see Avatar, which, by the way, is an amazing movie. Too daggone long. It's 3 hours and 15 minutes. I feel like they could have cut 40 minutes and another 15 minutes out of it. But it was amazing. And I have to say, Zoe Saldana should be nominated for an Oscar because you get so invested in the movie. Her acting is just stupendous. So we went and saw Avatar New Year's Eve. And it was raining and it was really nice weather. And then we took the train back home. Jeffrey went up in his room. He did not want to count in New Year's with me. I ran upstairs and made him do a video. So I never didn't post a video. But so that's how we celebrated New Year's. And
what? Okay. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Because I just been out of the loop. What is happening with the House? I ain't been able to catch up with nothing. What's going on? I don't understand what's happening with the House of Representatives, and please explain it to me.
Okay.
And the Speaker and all that, because I'm
Kevin McCarthy.
Okay,
I did. Well, because it's 8:00 out here, and I got to work out tomorrow. But Kevin McCarthy is the Speaker of the House, but he's got to run for like a re-election to get voted back in. He needs 218 votes to be sworn in as a Speaker of the House. He can't get the 218 votes. He only has 201 votes. For some reason, and then so there were 19 people against him. Now there's 20 that are voting no. So right now, he has gone through 5 rounds of voting, and 5 times the same people have voted against him, and they added one that did say yes, but now they're saying no. So right now, there can be no laws enacted. All of the freshman Republicans that have come in as senators cannot be sworn in. No work in the government can be done because they have no Speaker of the House. This has not happened in 100 years. So Kevin McCarthy.
Can Nancy just come back?
No, Nancy's gone. There's another man named Hakeem. What's Hakeem's last name? Is it Jeffries? Hakeem Jeffries. He's the new Speaker of the House. Nancy Pelosi has retired from that job. She's gonna focus on her, family, her husband, because he was attacked. But we have a new Speaker of the House, an African American man in the is it the Senate, Chris? Because the House doesn't have the Speaker. So he's the Speaker of the House with the Democrats. But what's just such a trip is I wanted to know, like Kevin McCarthy says he is not going anywhere. He refuses to let 10% of the House dictate where he goes. Right now, I think it's a matter of pride and his ego. And like people need to focus on running the country. because all of the people who are saying no have not put any policies forth. They've not said what they want to do for the country, for the state that they represent. They just don't want Kevin McCarthy in. And these were people who were to the far right. But I go, at what point do you finally say, they don't want me, so I need to let it go?
Right. At what point? How long can this go on?
So everybody's in the live chat just wanting to clarify. I didn't hear it like this, but again, I'm not. So just to clarify, currently there's not a speaker of the House.
There's no speaker of the House. It's speaker houseless, speakerless in the House. That's what I'm saying. There's no speaker right now. This has not happened in 100 years. And with there not being a speaker, you can't enact any laws. You can't take any votes. You can't swear in the new folks coming in. It's just confusion. This is not good. The Democrats are fine because they have their speaker, which is Hakeem Jeffries, who took Nancy Pelosi's place. And the Democrats have said, led by Hakeem Jeffries, that they are not going to go across the plank and help the Republicans out. They're going to sit and watch and see how this plays itself out. But the problem is, Kym, is they don't have a backup. If Kevin McCarthy is not in as a speaker, there's no backup. They got a black guy that they're trying to put in, Donald somebody. He only got 20 votes. He ain't win.
People come here for the hard-hitting news.
Right.
Some black dude.
There's another guy coming in
This
in
is important
Republican.
to understand. No, this is important. Go ahead.
There's another Republican that just came in, George Santos, over in Long Island. He done lied about so many things on his resume. Did you hear about him, Chris?
Oh, I've seen. I catch that. I stay out of this, but it's so hard to avoid with this craziness. Yes, I've seen a bunch of stuff on Twitter. He's just making stuff up. He's like, I'm 7 feet tall. No, you're not.
So he literally, George Santos said that he graduated from like Yale or Harvard. Just like how Kym says she graduated from Fisk.
Yeah.
Right. That's still
But
questionable.
his is not true.
Hush your mouth.
Yes, Kym did graduate from Fisk. So he said he graduated from an Ivy League school. It turns out to be not true. He said he worked for Goldman Sachs on Wall Street. Turned out to not be true. So now he's saying, well, I didn't work for them. I did like third-party consulting. Then he said he was Jewish. He's Catholic. He didn't say his mama didn't went through the daggone Holocaust. He is not Jewish. He's Catholic. He said he was married to a woman. Now we find out he's gay. I mean, I could understand that.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. This is a movie. I don't believe this.
Literally, he is. And so what he says, George Santos, is yes, I embellish parts of my resume, but it doesn't impact how I'm going to lead and represent you who voted for me. So it's just, yes. And he said, everybody embellishes. He's up on.
Believe you.
And the problem is, he's like, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm going, well, if it's not that big of a deal, why you do it?
Why'd you do it?
If it's not that big of a deal, you not graduating from college, then why did you say you graduated? He's under investigation in Brazil because from a few years ago, a checkbook was stolen. So they talk about indicting him and sending his behind back to Brazil. I don't know how a checkbook got stolen. They're looking at the way he used his funds. Because, you know, when you campaign for funds, you have to be very careful about how you use them. And so they done found that he done flown first class, whereas all of his constituents fly coach. They stay in, regular motels. He stayed in like 4 or 5-star hotels. So it's just a lot going on. So he shows up the first day because don't nobody like him. He by himself. The press is all outside his office. He turns around and leaves. Got a backpack on, looking like he's lost his college classes. I said, I don't know what's going on with our government. Donald Trump don't even like Kevin McCarthy, and he's even telling the 20 people, vote for Kevin McCarthy so we can move on.
Yvette is a social studies teacher off on break and wanted to say, Sherri, for the most part, you're doing a pretty good job.
Can I tell you, Yvette, politics, I used to hate politics. I love politics. Huh?
Yeah, you did. And now, I don't like them. but I'm coming along.
I love talking about politics. And when I was on The View, I hated it because I never talked about politics. I never had to learn politics. On The View, Barbara Walters was on me all the time to learn about politics because that's the year that The View leaned into politics. And now it's a political show. And it was the hardest thing for me, but I can talk politics with you 24/7. I love it so much. But so that's what's going on right now. They don't have a speaker. Nobody can do anything until they get a speaker. It's like chaos. And it's really, really important to have a speaker. It's really important because the rest of the world is looking at us going, they are in such dysfunction. You don't want to appear that way to the rest of the world. That's when the rest of the world start going, you know what, maybe we can throw this bomb over there at Long Island in Woodland Hills. No. We want to look like we got it together, which we don't. So if the Republicans can't even pick a Speaker of the House, how the heck are they going to pass any other bills?
Which need to be passed.
I don't even, and let me tell you something. I know we may have some Republicans watching us, but when I tell you, I'm so glad that damn Herschel Walker did not win. I don't care who watching us.
Why was it that close even? That's ridiculous.
Well, you have to understand, Kym. There is Atlanta, and then there's the South that surrounds Atlanta. Okay, right. Everybody's not. You keep thinking Georgia is the sum of Atlanta, and it's not. Atlanta's very urban. It's thriving, but when you go outside of Atlanta, you're in the South. There's some places in Atlanta that's the deep South, and so it was all of outside of Atlanta. Okay, TLC is not outside of Atlanta. They in Atlanta. Candy Burris, Real Housewives, they're in Atlanta. That's Raphael Warnock. But outside of Atlanta, it's all red states. It's majority. So those are the folks that were voting for Herschel Walker. In Atlanta, they was voting for Raphael Warnock. So that was when you say, why was everybody good, to watch Herschel Walker. I forget that he was a motivational speaker at one point in his life. I go, how in the world?
Are you serious? I can't.
Yes.
Okay.
He's a Heisman Trophy winner. Did he win the Heisman, Chris?
I thought so. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. When you're like a Heisman Trophy winner and you're All-American, you get a lot of big time speaking engagements. But you got to know how to speak. I didn't know he didn't know how to speak. I swear to good gosh. Half the time
1982.
What did he just say? He started talking about vampires.
Vampires and cows.
Did you all see Sherri? You had the great and one of my favorite just people ever, Roy Wood Jr. on your TV show. Did Roy tell you? I didn't see the whole interview. Did he talk about how all he did was just recite? He walked out to a show, probably at Caroline's or whatever. He walked out, Kym, and just recited the werewolf vampire thing, and everybody's laughing like it was a well-told story. And he goes, and that's why we're all stupid. I didn't make that's not a joke. That is just word for word what he said.
Roy Wood Jr. was on my show. He is a writer for Trevor Noah. His name is in the hat about taking Trevor Noah's place. Is that Joshua?
Yeah, he just got home from school.
Hey, Joshua.
Hi.
What's going on? Mary, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How was school today?
It was good.
Yeah, you like your new friends?
Mm-hmm.
He did good.
You got homework?
Yeah. You wanna tell everybody what you did in Cleveland?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay. Well, dang, it must have been something illegal. All right. You have a good time?
It was illegal.
Oh.
Your son is gonna be bigger than you.
Well,
yes, baby. It's gone.
Oh God.
HR in the live chat did catch Kym calling me Uncle Chris under her breath, so thank you.
No, we'll talk about it.
Very astute of you.
What?
HR in the live chat caught you what you called me, so great work.
They can hear you, Kym,
Okay,
they
I
can
mean,
hear you. Okay,
Okay.
we are off. We are off politics. Go to sherryshepherd.tv, click Two Funny Mamas,
Get the
sign
what?
up so that we can let you know
Yeah.
if
Get it
we're
out the
in your
way.
city or nearby.
Yes.
Also,
And
we will be in St.
Tell
Louis. When we
tell
gonna be
Dear
in St.
Joy
Louis?
March
after the
10th, tickets will be up next week. I wanted to just give everybody a shout out. I've got some emails to get back to, but everybody, no surprise, all kinds of support. The tickets aren't even up yet. You've got a lot of great fans. That's all I'll say. You've got people reaching out and planning their weekend around this already. So March 10th, St. Louis, Missouri. We can have a hotel recommendation for you. We'll probably have some other fun stuff going on. So live podcast. Andre's coming. I'll be
Take
up
the
there
hair.
hanging out. It'll be a good time. Sherri and Kym on stage. Live podcast at the Grandel Theater. We will get ticket link up next week.
Okay, so the tickets go on sale next week for we definitely know. I love how Kym is half in the podcast.
I'm
half
right
out.
here. The dog thinks I still got bacon.
Which
What's
dog?
that song? Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town.
Somebody will tell us in the chat.
I told you not to put that dog in the camera.
Okay, go. Just get the dogs.
So do you
Sherri-
have a permanent dog?
Sherri,
No,
that's
no,
the
no.
OJs. That was the OJs, by the
The
way.
OJs. Your
Your body's
your
here with
body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town.
I don't have anything. Uh-huh.
You're dogging me around.
Yes, that's the OJs.
That's David Arnold's daddy's group.
Yep.
David Arnold's father was one of the original members of the OJ. Now, this is funny about David Arnold, who we miss so much. Julie Arnold. I sent her a text and I said, Julie, you just on my mind, and I just wanted to tell you I love you. She sent me a picture because y'all remember we had Julie Arnold on, and Julie talked about a trip that David had bought her. She didn't want to go on it, but she couldn't get her money back. So she decided to take the girls. They went to Paris. And Julie, let me see. Do you have a picture of her in Paris? I'll send it to Chris.
Did Chris get it?
I don't have it yet, but
let me see. I got it. Here we go. I got it. I'm going to send it to Chris. It's so great. They went to Paris, and she sent me a picture of them in Paris, and I was so happy. I just was happy.
oh my gosh! Wait till you guys see this. Sorry, this picture is so great.
It's the girls and Julie in Paris, and I said, I know David is smiling down, looking at y'all in Paris.
Yes. Because David was supposed to go on that trip with them, of course.
He was supposed to go, and this is their first time in Paris. So they were right in front of the Eiffel Tower, and it was just so sweet to see all of the Arnold ladies celebrating.
They were, they still went because, when it happened and Julie talked about David planned this trip for Christmas, and she was like, I got to get all the refunds and the tickets back. And I remember I told her, I said, Julie, you got to go. David will want you to go. Look at that.
Girls. Oh, man.
I love it.
All the girls, the Arnold girls.
I'm mad I didn't take that shot. That's a great shot.
It's a beautiful picture.
Yes, I love that
It's
picture.
so funny because the girls, when they were babies, knowing them as babies, and now they're beautiful young ladies. And, David loved those girls more than life. Oh my goodness. And I remember, and I will never forget, I will not name the comic, but you remember they were at the Laugh Factory. He wanted to fight David Arnold.
Yeah.
He wanted to fight David Arnold over some joke, because the male comics was always fighting over jokes. You stole my joke. You took.
And what they don't understand, Black comics have similar experiences. So sometimes the joke will be similar. But Andre feels like somebody stole his stuff too.
Who, Andre?
Mm-hmm.
No, but I think they actually did. This comic, the person that Andre says took his joke is known for taking people's jokes. Yeah. And Andre did the joke first. The problem is the other comics are more famous. Here's the problem. And I want to go back to David.
Happens a lot.
It happens so much because sometimes you're sitting in the club and you hear something somebody says and it triggers an experience within you. And then you talk about it. So it's similar. That's when it's very similar because you don't have the license. Kym doesn't have the license where she's the only one that talk about her wig came off or she fell and she grabbed her wig. Because I got a joke about I thought a robber was in my house and I grabbed my wig and put it on. It's a similar experience, but we both have them. You can't copyright. I own all of the jokes about wigs. But there's also the other thing. I'm sitting there and I'm listening to Kym. And I take that exact joke and say, because I tried to break my fall. My arm went into the toilet and then I tried to grab my wig. And the lady said, I lifted a 270. What you trying to say? That's stealing. Because I took the exact same joke.
Same joke.
And I redid it. But it happens a lot. And the problem is being stand-ups. Let's say Kym and I weren't on the same level. We're both known. I'm going to step out of the humility of it. We're both celebrities. So let's say I wasn't and Kym was, or Kym is not the celebrity and I am. And I took her joke because I saw her do it at a little comedy club. And I took that joke and I did it on Jimmy Kimmel or my Netflix special. Kym can scream all day that was her joke. But because I'm the more famous one, she's going to have a hard time proving it. And a lot of times because comics are struggling, they want to make it. They don't want to rock the boat. Because they want to work and you don't want to get blacklisted by comics with big names. So a lot of times, your joke gets stolen. It's terrible. It happens so much.
Sorry.
What?
You steal enough, you'll have Joe Rogan end your career.
Oh, if Joe talks about it.
Oh, that whole Carlos Mencia story.
Yes, when Joe Rogan jumped on stage with Carlos Mencia. That mess was funny. He jumped on stage. Did you know that, Kym?
Who?
Carlos Mencia was on stage because, Carlos allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly. Ain't nobody going to be suing me. I don't have Oprah money.
Right. Thank you.
Carlos allegedly has the reputation of taking.
Oh, yes. I've heard that. Yes.
He did.
Yes. Allegedly.
The reputation was allegedly. This is in the past.
Yes. And so Carlos was on stage doing some jokes. And Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan gets on stage and confronts Carlos Mencia about his alleged reputation for stealing jokes. And it was a verbal assault that ensued. Not physical. It was only verbal. So that's what happened. But Andre is going through that. And,
Michelle's saying you should go back to what started this and finish the David story.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. I got it. You checked me good. You was like, okay, we ain't interested in all of that.
Moving backwards.
Move on. I got you, Michelle. So anyway, David Arnold. My mind can go off on a tangent. I swear to gosh. David Arnold, somebody accused David Arnold of taking their joke. David Arnold is so brilliant.
Why do they do that?
I'm going to say that right now. He does not have to take anybody's joke. And David will scoff at you. And I use that word because that's what he does. He scoffs at you if you even try to say that he took your joke. So anyway, said comic accuses David. David scoffs at the guy, the Laugh Factory. And so the guy was like, well, I'm going to whoop your ass. We're going outside to fight. And David goes, I'm not fighting you. I have a mortgage to pay. I have a wife and children. I'm not going to fight you.
Right. Like, I'm a grown man. Ain't nobody doing that.
Fight. Like, because that's what comics do. They go outside and they fight. The fact that David Arnold was like, I am grown. I got a wife and kids. And that's how David Arnold talked all the time. Julie! So, David does not fight over jokes. He scoffs at you because he knows how good he is. Scoff.
We got.
So anyway.
Is this Devin, the swim instructor in the comments?
She made a comment.
Devin, shout out to Devin. So nice meeting Devin in LA. Like when that other stud stole my joke, it just made me bring it back. Bam.
Okay, that's right, Devin. I remember that. Right. You like that other stud stole my joke.
Okay, damn. I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't know what to say.
I'm not in the world of studs. The
Right.
studs stealing jokes.
Oh.
And then it didn't say when the other comic took my joke. She was like, when the other stud took my joke.
Wow.
Love Devin.
Oh gosh, Devin Boucher. If you guys in the LA area and you want to learn how to swim and you're an adult, Devin Boucher is the person to help you learn how to swim.
Don't
She
steal
taught
the jokes.
Andre and I in one night, in 3 hours, how to swim. Andre, I know his mother is listening, but I gotta
Right.
say it.
She came to the
Screamed.
show. She
She
came to the
my
show.
show, which I told you I still got.
And she came to
I
my
gotta
show
put it in my
at
dressing
New Year's Eve. That is so
Okay.
funny.
I have it on my desk. I'm gonna put it in my dressing room on the wall. That's my
That's my
Christmas
favorite.
gift from Andre's mom. And I know Kym didn't get one. And this is but maybe Kym, maybe she sent this to you for Christmas. Maybe I'm supposed to put it in a frame and send this to you. Maybe that's your Christmas gift.
No, don't you send that to me.
I am gonna send it to you because I think Andre's mother sent that to you for your Christmas gift.
She didn't send me that. Oh.
Yeah, I think so. I think she did.
She didn't want me to have that.
Yeah, I think she does
Especially-
want you.
Especially that top one with them little chubby cheeks.
Oh, you mean my boobs?
No, the black, with the black.
Oh, my cheeks was chubby. Oh my God. With my Eyewitness Channel 7 News wig. Anyway,
Eyewitness Channel 7 News.
Couple
I
people
love
asked.
that wig. That was
Wait,
my
he has
Eyewitness
something to
Channel
say.
7 News at 10.
Go ahead, Chris. He has something he want to say.
Well, for Sherri, people are asking when the Sherri show comes back.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. I've been off for 3 weeks. I'm losing it. Being off
Really?
for
You been
3
off that long?
Yes. And then I was off for another 3 weeks because we were preempted by soccer.
Damn,
I've
that
been
is
eating
crazy.
my way through 2022 because when you used to working nonstop, I get up at 4:45 in the morning to go work out. Then I go straight to the studio because I got to be there at 7 in the morning. Huh?
Just had to throw that in there.
I did. Because that's a big deal for me, Kym. You know
You're
that.
working out.
And here's
You
a
know that's
question.
big deal for me.
Kayla wants to know: did y'all buy the Sherri wigs when they were 40% off?
No, Kym didn't buy any. She did not buy any.
What you trying to say? You didn't
Did
tell
you
me
buy
it was on sale.
No, you had a
You gave-
picture. No, you took a picture of my wigs half off.
Okay. I was
When you were
talking
at that
about.
7-Eleven.
I did. That's right. I did see them half off. Because they was a little tight on my. I didn't like them shortcuts. I needed a longer wig.
I
My
had
head was
longer.
too big.
I had longer wigs.
Well,
You didn't buy any?
those were not the ones on sale. Let me just say that.
Hey, I know you all have a lot going on. I don't want you to miss a few things that I know you really want to talk about. So just maybe a remembrance and a shout out. We've got two. Just remember that we've got 2 things that you definitely want to hit today.
Let's do our Black business. We'll get to the shout out. But I wanted to let you know, January 9th, this Monday, the Sherri show is back live. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't stay in this house no longer. But I usually leave my show about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night because I'm doing a lot of work. Because even though the show ends in an hour, I still got a lot of work to do, booking guests, trying to get guests. It's a whole bunch of stuff. And so I'm usually the last one to leave. I'm turning off the lights, or either somebody's turning off the lights. It's pitch black when I leave the show. So we are back January 9th, and I could not be more excited because there's a lot to talk about.
That's Joshua's birthday. You gonna say happy birthday to Joshua?
On January 9th,
That's his birthday.
send me a
January 9th.
picture. I will put his picture up,
Oh, I gotta remember.
and I will give him props. You don't have a picture of your son? We will bring him back on screen. So Chris, you don't have a school picture. You don't have a Halloween picture. Barbara Walters needs to interview you and ask you, do you feel mom guilt, Kym Whitley?
Oh
Um,
Oh yeah,
Give
Barbara.
me a picture of Joshua because I have one of him and I that I'm going to show if you don't send me one.
Okay.
I have a picture of
Okay.
Joshua.
How do you know when these pictures are? How do you find pictures? So, like when people die, you know the section of the pictures, you be like, you found a bunch of Barbara Walters. How long does it take you to scroll in the iPhone? I couldn't find. I got pictures of me and Anita Pointer. Good. She came to Joshua's baby shower. I was like, oh, I want to post that. By the time I posted, they gone. They done had the service. You know, me and Christy Alley. I don't know how y'all do this, and I don't know how to figure it out, and it's horrible.
No, Kym. So you don't feel crazy? It takes me hours. I have about 37,000 pictures on my phone, and it takes me hours. And I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. That's why I'll be sending you pictures. When you get these random pictures of us when we was skinny or when we was 18, because I'll come across pictures and I got ADD.
That makes sense.
So I'm like, let me send these pictures. You know who is the most organized picture person? Niecy Nash. She's got files for every, she has files called Kym Whitley. And every picture that she has had with you is in the Kym Whitley file. So she can automatically go. Her phone is so organized. I'm not like that. I'm going through pictures and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm naked in this picture. Did I send Kym? Let me send her this naked picture real quick. That's why you be getting random naked pictures of me.
Oh my God.
But that's the best part about you, Sherri, because if I have some compromising photos in my phone or something, I'm a little cautious about who I hand it to, or I'm at least aware of it. You'll just hand it to anyone. Joshua could be going through your phone and see all of you.
You think Joshua ain't seen me naked? Well, you know what? Let me not even make that joke. I got to show. That's all I need is somebody to be like, Sherri has shown her body to a minor. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's true. That would be bad. Hey, I want to say thank you to our listeners and our viewers. We have over 1,200 people on our live. Thanks so much for the support. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your fans and your friends and family to subscribe also, because we are so focused on this show.
To subscribe to what?
Subscribe to 2 Funny Mamas.
Sherri, let's hey, round of applause. She did a plug. Good for Kym.
I know, because that's usually on me. Subscribe to 2 Funny Mamas. Go to that, click that button right there.
Almost 1,300.
To two Funny Mamas on YouTube, and also go to sherrishepherd.tv. Click the 2 Funny Mamas tab and give us your information so Kym and I can let you know when we are in your town, because we're about to hit the road in March to go on our 2 Funny Mamas Presents. Our first journey is in St. Louis, March 10th through March 11th. We are doing our podcast live in St. Louis. The tickets go on sale next week, but go to sherrishepherd.tv. Click the 2 Funny Mamas tab and put in all your information, and we will either call you.
Okay.
What in the world are you doing?
Let's talk about that bud. Let's talk that bud in that forehead. You put all
Why
that
does it look like I've had plastic surgery on my face? I look like Tammy Faye Baker.
I was about to say, is it offensive if I say you look like Tammy Faye Baker?
Mark was screenshotting. You know how Mark is. He was screenshotting.
Mark from Cleveland?
Mark from Cleveland. Yeah. Mark Williams.
I look like I've had plastic surgery. What is that?
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, this one looked like, this one tripped me out. I was like, where is your arm in this one? Did you lose it?
What is wrong?
Forget you, get you, and no silky way.
Yeah, you better stop doing that.
Why is CeeLo taking shrapnel?
Did you do? Oh, you did CeeLo. I love CeeLo. He does have short arms. Wait a minute. What happened here? I said, Mark, where is her arm? I still can't figure it out.
You know what? I'm got enough of you and Niecy Nash, because all y'all do when you call me is you like, what's going on with your hair? What's that blue band in your hair? Why you look like that? It's only you and Niecy. I need y'all to let me know how I let go of friends in 2023. How do I let you get you go in 2023? Niecy called me this morning. I said, hey, friend. She called me at 5 this daggone morning. I said, hey, friend. She was like, what's wrong with your hair in that clip with you and Barbara Walters? It's sitting on top of your head. You look like an old lady walking around. Why you got red on? You need to listen to me, because I'm going to tell you so you can look fetching, because that's a word, an old lady word. You can look fetching. I don't know why you, and I hung up. Then she gonna call me back. I don't know why you and So I get off the phone with her. And then you standing next to Barbara Walters looking like you scared. Why you looking like you scared? So I hang up on her. Then I call you. What's wrong with your hair? Why you got the blue thing in your hair? Why all your forehead showing? Why you look like that? I know you ain't trying to wear that bra because your breast is crooked and you. What is only you and Niecy? So followers, please tell me 2023. I'm about to drop both these. Huh?
Out because we love you and we want to make sure you're perfect.
Let me tell them another story about Niecy Nash and Kym Whitley.
Oh shit.
I don't know how to stay friends with both these heifers this long. Two successful women. Because you know they say, look, let me show me your 5 friends and I'll show you who you are. I am not like them two. I did a movie called Brian Banks. It was my first without this.
Okay. Let me apologize.
No, I'm telling.
Right.
Telling. I never told this. And I'm gonna tell it on the air too. I'm gonna tell them both y'all. So anyway,
I think somebody calling me. Huh?
Well, good.
Yeah. There's a fire. Okay. I think. Okay, go ahead.
Aldous Hodge played my son. He went to prison at 16 years old, and I played his mama. Aldous
Hodge did not go to prison.
His character did. Brian Banks. That's who he played with Greg Kinnear, Morgan Freeman, and me. I'm on the posters. My first dramatic lead in the film. So we got the premiere. I invite Kym and Niecy. I don't know who else I invite. Lonnie Love.
Calais was there.
Who? Calais Stewart. Cheryl Lee Ralph. Like I invited because it's my first dramatic lead in a big film release. These two ninjas sitting together talked about me the whole movie.
We shouldn't have sat next to each other. You're right.
I heard them. The movie going, and all I can hear is Kym going, what's wrong with her hair? Why she wear that wig? And Niecy's like, I don't know. It look old. They just a giggling. My first dramatic lead in a film. All the way and I rented a Mercedes Sprinter so they could all ride in luxury. All of them.
Do you understand? We should. It was not a comedy. We should not have been back there snickering.
They was laughing at me.
Sherri, that little curly slave wig almost took me out. I couldn't take it. I'm sorry. But your acting was so good. Your performance. But when you started crying and I saw that wig.
It was a period piece.
Oh, I didn't know. My bad.
Let me tell you something. They wore the same kind of wigs in Hidden Figures. And that movie was nominated. Octavia, Janelle Monáe, and Taraji Henson. They all had the same kind of wigs on.
Yours was a little extra shiny.
We didn't have the budget. We didn't have the budget of Hidden Figures. So they had to get my wig. They had to get my wig from Memphis, a Memphis wig shop that did not cater to African Americans.
When I tell you, you're right. But now, when your friend is a comic and the first time you see them in a dramatic role, I don't care. It's gonna make you snicker. You can't help it. That's like you seeing me, and I'm on there talking about it. Just I got to go get my baby.
I did not say that. I did not talk like that. I did not say gots to gets. Never said that. Never. And let me tell you something. I want y'all to, if you've never seen the Brian Banks movie, I'm asking as a special favor if you would look at the Brian Banks movie and leave your comments on my acting and the wig that I wore. It's called Brian Banks, starring Aldous Hodge, Sherri Shepherd, Greg Kinnear, and Morgan Freeman. And I just would like to know what you guys think of the movie and my acting.
Tell them the name one more time, please.
It's called the Brian Banks movie. You can find it on YouTube. And there's a pivotal scene towards the end. My son, the judge is not going to release him at 17. And I have to do an emotional scene. I have to speak for every single mother raising her child.
And you
in
did
the
good.
world. That's what the director told me. He said,
That
this
was the audition piece. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna let Sherri Shepherd have this one.
Hey, let's do a quick review, Kym. Check this out. We'll have this in just a
Oh
second.
shit. Oh God. Oh,
Oh, her arms hurt again.
You know why her arm is hurting? Because God don't like ugly.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's an ugly laugh right there. God had to nudge her in her shoulder that was in the toilet.
When I tell you, me and Niecy were cracking up. I'm sorry. You're right.
When I tell you,
funny. It was funny to me.
Gabriel Iglesias was there. People came out and they was like, Sherri, we never saw you do this before. These two ninjas talking about, what's wrong with why you got the slave wig on?
Okay, we
like
did promise we're never gonna sit together again. We did say we will
You
never
sure
sit
won't.
together.
Sherri,
And
were they real?
I'm not renting a Mercedes Sprinter neither. I'm gonna drive you guys in a Sonata.
Wow.
Or a Flex?
Wow.
Or a Ford Flex.
Sherri,
Right.
what did you do? How did you make yourself cry?
I can't tell you that because then I won't be able to do it.
Oh, that's how it works?
Well, for me, I get a whole because my mind, your mind has to believe that it is real and not a fantasy. And so my imaginations are so specific that if I tell you, then my mind goes, oh, that's not real. So then when I try to access it again, it doesn't work. So I can't tell you. But I do have to say, you have to have a story in your mind that's so specific that your mind literally has to believe this is happening for real.
Yes.
To make you cry. And the hardest thing for me was we were filming it in Memphis, so people recognized me, even at the courthouse. So I would go to the bathroom because my call time was 6 a.m. I was supposed to shoot that emotional scene by 10 a.m. I didn't shoot it till 2 a.m. So I had been there for 12, 13 hours because they kept running late on other shots. We had dinner, we had lunch. I was in my trailer. So to hold on to that emotion was really, really difficult. But I would go in the bathroom to try to get it back. And people would whisper in my ear, Kym, I literally was trying to cry. And somebody would go, girl, I loved you on Dancing with the Stars. You shouldn't have been voted off. Or I loved you on The View. Or you was on the Jamie Foxx show, girl. And so that was hard for me. But I did it. Apparently, according to Niecy and Kym, I sounded like a slave. Didn't think so.
You were good. I remember when I had to cry, and the only way I couldn't talk to people either. They didn't even know I was a comic when I finished that thing. They were like, "You a stand-up?" But I listened to country music in my ear before every scene. Oh Lord Jesus! Oh my God! I'm sorry.
Leave it up.
Look at a little chubby. Oh, I was a little chubby son. Don't let my son go to jail. I've been eating a lot. I knows I've been eating a lot. Save out my wig. Look at my wig, girl.
Chris,
look at you.
I am going to ask you right now. I need you to put up those pictures where I'm on the cover of a magazine. Okay, that's me and Aldous Hodge. He was just released
like you want to sleep with him, and not that you both don't look like you're right. Look like, did he get free or something? Because you hugging him.
Yes, he was free.
Okay,
he got exonerated.
The way you hugging him don't look like his mama. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And it looks like why he biting his bottom lip. I don't like none of this performance.
Why is his rib getting dug into so hard there?
Right, look at her. I see it on your face. I know you. Look how your nose is flaring. Oh, I know that look.
Kym, that's contentment. That's not sadness.
Oh, he got some big hands. I understand. His hands are huge.
Shut up. Y'all so wrong.
Okay.
All right. Now, there's some other photos in there that Sherri sent from a magazine, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I don't want this to be the last image on people's mind. Okay,
Hello.
Thank you.
What magazine is this?
It's called...
What do you think it is, Kym? Guess which one it is.
It's called MILFs. That's what it's called. Coming at you.
That's what I wanted to look like when I was hugging Aldous Hodge.
Look at this. Woman of the Year. When is this coming?
In this year. It's out now. That's I need this to be the image they have. Not that one of me crying. I'm gonna tell you what a glance. These are some shots from a
Yes.
photo shoot that I did maybe 3 weeks ago. I got stranded in Boston. Drove 5 hours back after, and then did my show, and then afterwards did that photo shoot. So there was a photo
Wow.
shoot that I had done for a magazine called 26.
Look at this, Kym. It's
Just
like
a
a
little
dream.
bit-
It's like a dream starring Sherri
little
Shepherd.
dream sequence.
Yeah, because the truth is right here on the screen.
Put it up, please. Put up one more.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't think
I got
think
that
that's the same person?
I got that same dream. Trust me. Oh God.
So many nice comments in the live chat. Oh my gosh. Nerdo Blacks.
So you can go
Love it.
see my movie. I'm sorry, Chris. Brian Banks. The Brian
Oh,
Banks.
sure. But do you want us to put that photo back up?
No, it's a great movie. You don't have to put
That
the photo
was
back.
funny. Please don't.
It's
Don't
really,
do it.
it's a really, really good movie. Aldous Hodge was amazing, and I'm hoping we get a do-over where he get to play my lover, like
Oh.
Taraji Henson.
Mm.
He got to play her lover.
Oh.
It was so funny because I was up for a movie. I'm not a movie, a sitcom, and they wanted me. This sitcom, they wanted me to be having a lot of sex. It was like would have been on like Netflix or something like that. They wanted me to have a lot of sex, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I was like, who? And it was supposed to be with a younger dude, and literally Aldous. He was in Black Adam. Did you see Black Adam yet?
I just saw it. Yes.
Girl, Aldous
Oh,
Hodge
wow.
ain't nothing. He ain't nothing to joke with. When I tell
No.
you, that boy is fine and chocolate and a half. And I need a do-over. I played his mama, but let me tell you something. I want to play his mama.
I was gonna say now you can be his mommy.
Shoot, whatever.
Hey, do you all like supporting black businesses?
We do. And we're gonna get this right. We want to support a black business. Kym, look up and get professional.
Wait. Somebody
Act like we're
paid-
starting the show over again.
Okay. Hi,
Okay.
y'all. Welcome to Two Funny Mamas.
Oh God. Okay, we
Hold up. Let me tell you. I'm on the podcast. I'm on the podcast. Can you please?
That's the sandwich
Let them
delivery
know.
man.
How long have
You've
we
been
been doing this
paid
podcast? How many years?
Huh?
Oh, we're pushing 3+. Working on our
3+
second
years.
NAACP Image Award.
When are we gonna evolve? When is the evolution? gonna happen?
I try every week.
I know you do.
Guys,
Okay.
we got color approval on new branding. We're gonna have some new branding. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we get
Hey,
some sweatpants. We get hoodies.
we told you all about Thuji. It's a wonderful. I'm sorry.
Not till she look up. No,
Well,
sir.
This is the lead.
You're not getting no phone calls from the representatives of Thuji talking about y'all two heifers was the least professional people pushing a black business.
Well,
So
forever.
until Kym looks up and can give 7 minutes of her
Let me tell you something. I just
undivided
told her
attention.
I'm on the podcast. This is Siobhan. Let's see.
You know, you can just answer her later.
No, because it's my money, and it's been a mistake. You know how you get the Venmo and the Zelle and
Yeah, we
everything
not
else?
no.
black
I
business
can't-
right now.
Hey, I'm in the middle of the podcast. It's live, but I had to pick up the phone.
Put her on speaker.
Can you please
Let's-
handle this? I can't put it on
No, it's
speaker.
not our money. This is
My,
you
my,
put
my
her.
money,
We just
Can
gonna
you-
listen.
because I can't. Huh? No,
Sherri,
but
Sherri, let's
Myra
learn
told me to
something.
pay him on
Kym's
Venmo.
got some dough. Let's learn how she does it.
I'm in the middle of the podcast. That's what I'm asking you. Can you please text Morgan and Nyron and tell them what happened?
Somebody named Wim Kitley got a
I
big
can't-
payment to their.
Devon,
Their
I gotta
cash
hang
app.
up. This is live. Oh wait, hold up.
Here,
Can y'all
put
take
me-
me off the screen for a second?
Yeah, I can get on screen. Me and the award.
We're not.
Uh,
we'll do
Who's
black
calling me
business.
now?
We
Hold
bring
on,
Kym
Siobhan.
back up. Okay, so here we go. Let me make sure we talked about.
Well, we'll get back to Thuji. It's a wonderful
We'll go
business
back to
that's looking
Thuji.
out. We can say this. If you're just tuning in, there's 1,330 of you. Thank you, number one, for tuning in. This is Surprise Live, first show of the new year, so things are moving forward. The haters said it would never happen, Sherri. The haters said it would never happen. We're here in year 3, and we're making it happen. I finally got the NAACP Image Award trophy. Shout out to Sheila at Mocha Podcast Network making that happen. And we're looking to get number 2. Do you think we could do it? We submitted the live show for our episode this year.
Oh, you did our live. We should have submitted that one with Kym's family. That was a good one, but the submissions were already done. Yeah, we're hoping that we get nominated for a second NAACP Image Award. That would be really pretty awesome. Didn't think it would go 3 years, considering it took me 3 to 4 years to get Kym to agree to do it. So,
and here, I'll throw this in. I'll even take credit in this. I told you should be doing a podcast when we first met, which was 3 to 4 years prior to you starting it.
You did, but sometimes everything happens in the timing that it does. True. Because sometimes you're not ready to do. I don't know if I was ready, because when you suggested I do a podcast when I first met you, I would not have thought Kym. Because, interestingly enough, when we did the podcast, Niecy Nash had wanted to be a part of the podcast. She was really upset with me because she was like, why didn't y'all ask me? I'm a mother and I'm funny. But she was doing Claws at the time.
Right.
Because we were looking at the 3 of us doing a podcast. And so it just wasn't the right time for Niecy because she's so busy right now. And she was like, I would have made it work. And I was like, I can't deal with you and Kym. I can't. Both of y'all coming at me and not being ready and busy. I'm going to curse both of y'all out.
So wait, okay. Break this down for me. Same setup. I'm still involved. So you're claiming it would be double Kym behavior.
No, Niecy and Kym are very different, but they both get on my nerves. But they're very different in the way they work my nerves. It's hard to describe. Like I probably could do Niecy if she was next to me.
Right.
Because Niecy don't shut up either. Kym don't shut up, but Kym gets more distracted. That Niecy doesn't get distracted. She just talk. And Kym's all over the place eating. And Niecy's like an old mama, just getting on everybody.
I bet I could talk to Niecy for 4 hours if she was in the mood. I have watched so many. Reno 911 for me. Oh my goodness! And then to see her and all these other things, doing dramatic stuff, doing this, I don't know. It's got to be surreal sometimes. You see Kym and all the cool stuff she's doing. She's got the TV show coming out. Yourself, you've achieved your career dream. It's wild.
It's such a trip to me because I've known these 2 ladies, and even when I say they get on my nerves, I love them so much because I've known them for so long. We've known each other for like over 27 years. And so it's such a trip to me to know that we were all struggling. Like, no, we had nothing together, and we would hang out. Different, like Kym did not know Niecy when I knew Kym. But Niecy and I would sit on her mother's porch because she lived in the back room of her mother's house. That's what Niecy would, and so I would go over there and we would sit on the porch. Niecy used to do people's makeup and she used to do people's hair, and she always wanted to make a woman feel pretty. And we would like talk about our dreams of making it. And literally she had divorced her husband and only had 1 child. No, did she have 2? Did she have Dominic? She had Dominic and Danielle. And she was just a single mom, just funny. And we would always laugh. And so I look at Niecy from back then, and I have pictures. I got to go through my 37,000 pictures of us young. And I go, and then I look at her now and go, oh my gosh, you just got nominated. You're the first Black woman nominated for a Golden Globe for supporting actress in a limited edition, a limited drama series on Netflix in Dahmer. Like, it blows my mind. She's such a great actress. Yeah. And then I look at her and go, you're in a #1 show, Rookie Feds, every week playing this FBI agent. I trip out.
What's Niecy's background? We're sitting here just doing an introspective on Niecy, but shout out to Forever C in the live chat, and she did so well. Absolutely. Feds is really good, says Kayla. I loved her on Clean House. Nicole Reyes loves her on
And when she
Feds.
took Clean House, I'm going to interrupt you. Like at that time, Niecy needed a job. She had kids to support. And she was like, they offered me this show Clean House. And it fit her perfectly because Niecy liked to tell people what to do. That's what Niecy do. She liked to tell people what to do. When I tell you, and so she took Clean House and turned it around on his feet because she's so bossy. At my wedding, she was a bridesmaid along with Kym Whitley, along with Elizabeth Hasselbeck, along with Yvette Nicole Brown. I'm naming these people because those are the people that you know, because I had regular girls in there. And Niecy bossed everybody around. We did a flash dance. What's it called? A flash mob.
She's a natural leader.
And no, she ain't no damn natural leader. She bossy. And so Niecy, we trying to get to dance together. And this was Niecy. Well, when I was on Dancing with the Stars, the way we did it, and if you guys line up, because of the way they did it on Dancing with the Stars, I was like, if you mention Dance with the Stars one more time, I'm going to knock you out. You're going to have one less bridesmaid because I'm going to knock you out. And so she bossed everybody. She bossed the choreographer who was on So You Think You Can Dance as the judge. She bossed him around. Then Kym Whitley just kept showing.
I hated that dance.
That dance was great. What are you talking about?
It was horrible.
No, this is my friend right here. Do you guys hear this? You guys hear this? I subpoena anybody to be in court. Don't come at me talking about Kym didn't put down my wedding dance. You can see my wedding dance if you go to YouTube. Look up Sherri Shepherd wedding dance and look at Kym Whitley.
I got it.
Look at it. And Kym Whitley, her face looked like she complaining.
Kym's writing down of something. I've never seen this. She's writing unless Kym's trying to steal a joke from something funny on here. I've never seen her write anything down.
I got to watch this.
You can find my wedding dance, and Kym is in it.
Dance. I didn't know it was
Kym
on
is
YouTube.
in it. She was the only one walking down the aisle. I said, if her and Niecy don't put their breasts back in the dress,
first of
they
all,
had it altered.
I love that dress.
You can look at my wedding on YouTube, and you can see them walking down the aisle.
I'm gonna wear the dress for the next podcast.
Don't do that, please. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't wear that dress.
I love that dress.
We'll get back to just the two of you here in a moment. Did you want to talk about something that was fashionable and maybe?
Yes. Now we're going to support our Black business.
Yes.
Why don't you? Are you able to look into that camera for 7 minutes before you lose it?
Here, let's start off with a lesson really quick on pronunciation, Sherri. I got you.
It's Thuji. And Thuji, what I love about Thuji is a Black-owned designer handbag company that specializes in full grain and top grain leather bags designed for beauty and durability. So this is one of the fastest growing Black-owned companies, leather bag companies, and it's really growing. It's pronounced Thuji, Thugi. And
Chris,
I want to show you the bags. They're amazing.
Chris, why is it called Thuji?
Well, I'll tell you in 2 seconds, but I do want to let everyone know if you use code 2 funny at Thuji.com, it's 15% off, and we'll flash that throughout this. Oh, you want to know why it's called Thuji, Kym?
Why?
Yes, why?
And Sherri? This is me. Well, it's just such a great brand, and I'll tell you why. Thuji is an acronym for the Urban Growth Initiative Incorporated, a New York-based not-for-profit corporation. And the couple, you know who the couple is?
No. Yes. I mean,
Alina. Yes, you do. I know you do. Alina and Derek. Alina and Derek believes that Thuji is going to grow and start to take relevant market share in the premium designer handbag industry. Profits will support this new youth-driven economic development model. And you know what? you know what's great? Don't you have a bag that you can show the people?
Let me tell you something about the bag that I have, which I love, because I love bright colors. Because even though we're in the winter time, the summer is coming, and I love bright colors. And these are two of my favorite colors, orange and yellow. This is vegan leather grain. I want you to see the texture on this bag. It's got yellow handles. This is it. And then you can undo this. There we go.
I love the bag. Oh, look at that.
So it becomes actually a bag. This is it inside. Bag. It's actually it's a huge bag, and it comes with a yellow strap. But it's a huge bag. It's really well made.
Well made.
Oh, this is so soft. Oh, it feels like suede. It says Thuji in there, and it's like this soft vegan leather. It's so soft, and so it's a cute. So now it's a cute purse right here.
Oh.
And it's like a mustard yellow, and then on the side, I'm not done. Why you put the bag up?
Sorry.
On the other side, it's an orange. Like, why would you do that? Don't upstage the bag.
Okay.
Don't do that. Let me just finish. So there we go. Now put yours up. I'm gonna close mine up.
Thuji, black-owned designer handbag company, specialize in full grain, top leather. They could also they're on IG at Thuji_new_York, and they're on Facebook Thuji. But it is the softest leather. I got the black soft one. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. I thought you open it up, it's like that squishy, soft leather. Like I would want, and look at that. And
it's very spacious inside. That's what I love.
Yes, and gorgeous.
So mine, you can't really see it, but mine it's like a green inside. So I love all of the color blocking. And what I'll tell you is really soft. It ain't like that when you be ordering online and it's like leather. Like this is leather.
No, this is leather.
And so I love color. This is really sharp. Let me move my garbage can out the way. This is really sharp to me because that's the purse. Like that's cute. And it's very easy. It's very easy. You just flip that up and then it becomes like a bag that you can carry through the airport.
Well made.
Very, very well made. This sucker, and this magnet is strong. Very well made. You put it in there. Don't. So this is cute. I rock this.
I can't wait to wear this now that we've shown it on the podcast. Yes. But I want to make sure everybody knows there is that too funny is the discount code. But we wanted to support a Black business. This one right here.
Absolutely.
It came like this. It's absolutely gorgeous.
And we really do want to support a Black business. We have gotten off of that, and we wanted to do this because they are really trying, and a lot of their profits go to what Chris was saying, supporting the community. So this I'm rocking color. I like color black. It has a really cute dust bag.
They have the duster bag. I got a duster bag too. Elena, this is her baby that she started. Look at that bag right there.
Yeah, so thank you, Elena. Thuji,
what a great name.
The Urban Growth Initiative. Thuji.
Kym, yours looks like you could do the dance you were doing in Bowie, and it'd look great on your arms. So
it really would.
No, it was not. When you go on the website, you think this is a small bag. This is a nice size bag. Like I can carry my snacks in here, my phone, and sunglasses.
Dexter.
Like it's a nice, like Sherri was saying, they're nice size bags with this good leather.
And what I like about mine is again the color blocking, because I got a lot of cute little colors. I like it because New York, I'm always on the subway and I'm walking, and this has a lot of room for if I have on heels, my flats. It's got a lot.
Yours is different. Mine is more probably of an evening bag because look at all those compartments. And
you got a lot more compartments. Well, actually, no. Let me put. I got some compartments in here
on the side.
Like
okay,
my reading glasses could go here. My wallet could go over here.
Why
So
we
it's
sound
a
like it's an old lady
hot
bag
fruit.
with reading glasses?
Huh?
But doesn't it smell good? Oh, that leather smell. Ooh.
It's got that night, it's like that new car smell. It's got that leather smell, which I like. And it just snaps back really, really nicely. Then you pull it, I'm doing it the wrong way. It goes this way. I love it. It's orange and yellow. And here's, this is what I just saw. This
What?
says I had this thing open on the side, hold
Uh-huh.
on. The little straps, they
Yeah.
slide up so you can slide them in the bag.
Oh, so it can be a big bag.
Yeah, so the straps are not showing. And then when you're
Oh,
ready for it to become a purse, you pull it out. And on the other end, you pull it out. And
and
then,
then yes.
I'm so sorry. And then you put it, there you go.
And now it's a smaller purse.
And now it's a smaller purse.
Alina, I need you to send me one of those too. Look,
Well, if you buy it, you get 15% off.
that is true. I'm gonna use the code because I'm gonna support. Too
There you go.
funny.
You take it. Look what I'm doing. You take it. This is it. You take it and you
Uh-huh.
just push it in. Push it in.
Wow.
And you don't even see it.
And now it's a bag.
And that's the bag. So it's orange on one side, or it's yellow on the other
Very
side.
clever. And I'm
So
gonna go to
if you go to
Fuji.com.
Fuji.com or and then you put in the number 2, funny, FUNNY, you get 15% off your bag. So thank you
And
so
for-
much, Alina.
And for our listeners, that is spelled THE and then UGI, but it's pronounced Thuji, but it's
I love that.
THEUGI.com.
And if
Thank you so
you
much,
and if you've got more ideas, if you have a business or anything to pitch for support a black business, email us twofunnymamas@gmail.com and we will keep things moving. Sherri, did you want to talk about a past colleague?
My shout out to Barbara Walters.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara Walters, the iconic
Thank you.
journalist / executive producer / author, passed away at 93 years of age. Wow, what a life. She
Yes.
interviewed every sitting president up until Donald Trump. And she was always flying everywhere. She created and the iconic show, The View, which every show after that is a panel show came from The View. It is documented. The View was the first of its kind. There had never been a panel show before The View. Every show that you see, all of those people on ESPN, the guys sitting around, the Chew, the Talk, the Real, the this, the that,
All they are now. Yeah.
View. And so she had an amazing life, Barbara Walters. And I'm going to talk about her a little bit more on my show, but she literally, by putting me on The View, and a lot of people don't know that she fought, but that's Barbara Walters, that's my friend, my mentor, my mama. A lot of people don't know that Barbara fought to put me on the show because the network didn't want more than one black person on the show. They thought, why are we getting another black woman when we have one, which is Whoopi Goldberg? Because they thought that Whoopi and I would think alike. So why you got 2 black people? Whoopi and I could not think more differently.
Right.
So she fought for 2 black women to be at that table. And back then, you didn't see 2 black women doing something like that. And so then you came with The Real, which was all women of color doing a talk show. So Barbara was just like ahead of her time.
You ain't gonna just ain't gonna bring up mine. I had a talk show. It was a panel show.
We're gonna go to your talk show.
Well, there's also
That was
Sherri,
you today.
That was me on The View. That dress is by, if you go to Netta Porter online, it's by a designer, Rotate. And that was a cute little dress. They got me Versace shoes. They took them off my feet once they turned that camera on. They came and got them damn shoes.
No, they didn't. Shut up. You lying.
Yes, they did. Not Versace, but Willie Sinclair, the stylist, because he borrowed them from Versace.
Let's go. That's it.
They came and got those. So this was me and Barbara Walters. I sat by her and
Oh,
I learned so much. Kym, it's so funny. I got a lot of comments on my IG page, and people said they always remember you always saying you trying to be like Barbara Walters when you always tease me about trying to be, and I do, because she like was one of the greatest interviewers. She made
wow.
people cry. I don't make
She
people
would,
cry. I like to make them laugh. I
yeah,
don't try to make them
she
cry.
wouldn't have had that
But
red wig sitting on top of her head like that.
Mm.
yeah, that's what
Chris,
Nisa
put
said.
your picture back up one more time. I like that wig on you, but I didn't notice. I didn't
With
notice it
this
wasn't
one?
pulled down.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
I
the one.
like, but it is up a little high. But I like it.
I don't
But
know what happened that it was up that high. That was from my wig line before the people stole all the money
look
and
at
ran
y'all.
off with the
Oh
money.
man.
That
Barbara
was,
looks good. You look cute.
but that dress, oh my gosh, that's when I had lost weight.
That dress is hot.
But it was neoprene. That's what it was, that scuba diving dress. But sitting next to Barbara Walters was, when I tell you, doing The View changed my life. Like, people knew me from sitcoms, but they didn't know my name, Kym. They used to say, oh, that's that girl on all those white sitcoms.
Yeah,
Like, a lot of people didn't know my name. The View made people know my name. They knew Sherri Shepherd.
I
So
understand.
it literally, doing that show changed the trajectory of my life. I did not realize how big The View was, how highly rated it was. Like, literally, Joy Behar, they said she got a $10 million deal because it's huge now. The ratings,
Wow.
they wasn't giving $10 million deal. So I don't want y'all thinking I was making $10 million. I was not. But it's just, it had a cachet. When you said you were on The View or you did The View, it just was a status that it had, and it made people, because I was in people's homes every day, and it literally, people will still walk up to me and go, Sherri Shepherd, I used to watch you on The View. So I will be forever, ever grateful to Barbara Walters for believing me enough. And I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't know nothing about politics. Can I tell you one funny story and we'll move on, Kym?
Oh no, sure. Because I want to tell the story. Because I got to show you the picture of me and Barbara Walters when I met her and sat down with her.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a story really quickly because I'm anxious to
No,
see
go
the
right
picture.
in.
Barbara Walters, aside from the show, was just the funniest woman. We would go to dinner, hold hands. It would laugh. I would literally go, Barbara, can I go back to your apartment and we get in our pajamas and crawl into bed and watch a movie? And she would look at me like, why would we do that? Like, and I would go, okay, we back to normal. So funny. But Barbara threw my bridal shower when I was getting married to the husband 1A, the wedding
Yeah.
that she was in. And so she had a penthouse on Fifth Avenue, Fifth Avenue, or Park Avenue. Those are the big, rich
Yeah.
people streets in New York on the East Side, Upper East Side. And she had, you got off the elevator and it was her floor. That's how big her penthouse was. And so she had a lifelike picture of me and him, like outside of her door. I was like, oh my gosh. She had cookies. She had like little tea and crumpets and things. And so there was this huge floor to ceiling picture of her standing next to a piano in this long gown. And I said to Barbara, I said, oh, where you get that picture? She went, I didn't get the picture. I commissioned the painting.
I didn't get the picture.
I commissioned. Which is, you paid for the artist to paint it. So even now, when people say, where you get the picture? I go, I didn't get that picture. I commissioned that picture. Somebody was like, bitch, you did a selfie. It ain't that serious. So
I commissioned.
I say I commissioned. And then we walked further down because she was showing off her penthouse to me because the guests hadn't come yet. And she had a lot of African art. Like, the art, Kym, that you put on a stand. You are an artist. You love art. So you would have loved being in Barbara Walters' it's not even an apartment. It was a penthouse. It's like
where
5,000.
she traveled the world because she
traveled the world. So she would bring this art back, and it would be on those, those big old stands in glass cases and stuff. And so she has a piece of African art. And I said, oh, where you get that? I don't think I said, ooh, where you get that? But I did say, where did you get that? And she said, I didn't get it, dear. I procured it.
That is hilarious. Commissioned and procured.
and procured. I was like, what the is procured?
I know you tripping.
I procured it, dear. What you get mad at me for? It's my bridal shower. I don't, I'm not used to all this art. You didn't know what she meant, Kym. I procured it. So when people say to me, where you get that painting? I go, I procured it on the Tom Joyner cruise.
Kym, can you give us some backstory? Like, this is a pretty big moment in your career. How did this? Hang on, we'll pull this up in just a second, but just give us a little backstory on the moment.
I couldn't get on The View for whatever reason, but I had a chance to talk to Barbara. We had a private conversation, and we were at some big hoopity hoops person's house, and I cornered her. That you'll see in the picture. You'll see I cornered her, and I had this conversation with her, and we talked about politics. We talked about Richard Pryor. We had a lovely conversation, and I told her that you and I were friends, and I think that's why I haven't been on The View. I think that
because she was like, I'm not putting another one of you on there.
She was like, oh, her friend. Yeah. So this picture was a pretty intimate shot. I don't know what happened to the picture. Something kind of got, because it's old.
Well,
but it got.
Let's let the viewers be the judge. Look at
the picture. Yeah.
Wow.
So
look at you two queens.
Yes, we were talking. We were at a house, and
definitely the same year.
Yeah, we both laughed because we were like, oh, you got on leather, I got on leather.
Mm-hmm. You procured those shoes too.
Yep. And it was, it looks weird. I don't know why, we're in a living room, and I don't know how that backdrop.
Did they just have a Time 100 backdrop?
It was part of it.
I think that was because, people, like you said, art. I think that was art in somebody's house. And Barbara was just talking to me and how she, liked my outfit and how we looked alike. And that one day she said, Sherri is good, but I heard that you're better. I didn't want to tell you that, but that's the night she told me that. Yeah.
I think she used the phrase was great. Kym's
she
great.
did.
She said,
and she gave me that belt.
Y'all were in the same living room?
Yeah, that was in the corner of the living room. You can't really you see it.
That was her friend. That was her friend. It was I think it was her friend had the last name with Marriott. Was that the last name of the friend?
Yes. Yeah, I was over at Marriott's house. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You were at Marriott's house.
That was a penthouse. The carpet looks a little. I don't know what the carpet was very plush. It didn't look like Daily Pop carpet at the bottom.
I believe Barbara commented on that. You brought that up.
She did.
It just doesn't. That picture, look, y'all were in the same living room?
Yeah. I mean, look how young I was. Look at that. That was years ago.
What living room has a Time 100?
It was a, what it was? Boom. Because, these people are very eccentric. It was their curtains.
Yeah.
I remember that, Chris. It was the curtains they had over the window. Was it that living room?
Oh, I think Sherri's mistaken.
Oh, damn. Wait. They said you came by. They said I just missed you.
Sherri.
They said I had just missed you.
Put up the picture with Barbara next to the one.
Yeah,
because I think I was at the same living room.
Kym, I don't want to call Sherri out on the air, but Kym, as an expert in this, I think Sherri may have photoshopped herself into that photo.
I think she did.
You think me and Elizabeth Hasselbeck photoshopped ourselves?
Yeah.
Because
was that the Time 100 living room?
It was. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
Yeah.
Because I had the intimate conversation with her at the time I met her.
Because I feel like I had to have been at the same daggone.
You were at the Marriott's.
They told me.
Barbara Walters picture in the living room.
Put the photo up, please.
Okay, let me bring
But Kym, you were stunning that night.
Wasn't I stunning? I just missed Sherri. See, we all had on black.
Just missed
Yeah.
my behind. Because or maybe I was in a different Time 100 living room. I think I was in a different living room, Kym. Maybe that was me coming out of the bathroom.
And the camera technology on Kym's photo it's Kym bringing out the radiance. It's not like it was just recently taken.
I just missed you.
I'm looking at that picture and I'm like, wow. I think my living room was a little bit different though.
See, the carpet is different. I had great carpet in our living room. Your carpet's great.
Carpet in your living room. Okay. Yeah, I think I was at a different.
Kym was at the real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kym was at the You girl, you crazy. I think that and I'm glad that you had an experience with Barbara Walters too. And I'm sorry I stopped you from coming on the show.
Legendary.
My behavior, it just totally. Oh, can I tell you another story?
Please. Oh my God. Wait.
If you're listening to the audio version of this, if today's the day, take it over to YouTube for that last segment, please.
Oh yeah, because you have to be able to see what we're talking
about.
I forgot that this plays on iTunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for our listeners.
It's a very important moment in Kym's life.
Go to sherryshepherd.tv and click the Two Funny Mamas tab and sign up. Put your information down, and Kym and I are going to let you know when we are near or in your town for our stand-up comedy tour. March 10th and 11th, we are in St. Louis with the
now the 10th. Sorry, Sherri. I just want to clarify. March 10th is a live podcast. March 11th, you will be doing a private thing. So that's.
Oh, that's not for the public?
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so we're doing a live podcast March 10th, and tickets go on sale next week. I don't know. We've lost Kym. That's how we know it's time to end.
You know what? Because I got to go take some pain medicine.
Well, here before she runs off,
she knows me. Sherri knows me. She knows.
Sherri's show's coming back. We wanted to give a shout out to B Flat because she's coming to St. Louis as well. It got rescheduled January 19th. We're going to add a second show because the first one's it's like officially sold out. So we had it. She was supposed to be here last week. The huge major issue with the flights happened. We had to reschedule. Some very funny ladies, Tina D-Ball, Precious J, on that show with her. Get tickets through MetroTix. And we're going to go ahead and add that second show. So come out, support if you're in St. Louis. And Kym, you dealt with that flight stuff last week. That was no joke.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Yeah, everybody was getting their flights canceled.
I have heard so much rain. I'm afraid.
Oh, that shed?
The shed is flooding.
Call Andre and have him come over and take a look.
Andre won't do it because remember last time I had him, the pool was over flooding, and I put the pump in the pool, and we put the thing over the neighbor's yard. I don't think
Andre will do it because we're getting him a computer. Let me tell you what this Andre Lavelle did. You know, I didn't know. I forgot we promised Andre a computer for his birthday last year. So Andre sent a text to us and said, just a reminder. Just didn't know, but I happened upon this computer with 8 mega chips, 8 core value, 900 TBs RAM in the color rust. So I told Andre we're getting him the computer.
And you said, but where'd you send those specs to? I got to send those on.
I'll send you the specs that Andre sent me. Call him now because he is
get this.
I'm gonna send it to you right
text
now.
It straight over. Okay.
I'm gonna send you the specs.
And I'm gonna tell him to get
Andre
it.
sent me.
Okay, cool.
He's getting an amazing computer to do all his graphics and editing and his erotic art. So So call Andre.
And if this is something you want, you'll tell me.
Yeah. What? What'd you say?
Did you want something from that not working?
Yeah, I need to get one too. But we're gonna get Andre, so I'm gonna send you the check for my head. I don't know what you just said.
Okay,
I know
I'm gonna Send me the spec. No, Siobhan calling again. Hello?
We have
Speakerphone,
got to let
please.
Kym Whitley go.
We're still on the
Um,
podcast. We wrapping it up right now.
Wrapping it up.
You're getting
But-
roasted. You're getting roasted for not getting
Yeah.
Andre's computer yet.
I know. I forgot. Andre didn't remind us. But it wasn't the right time for him to have a
Better
computer
text him. Okay.
on his birthday.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't supposed to have it on his birthday. He's supposed to have it a year
No,
later.
he was not.
Yeah,
And you're
that's
gonna
just
send
the
it to
God
me
work. He couldn't handle the blessing a year ago.
No, he would
But
not
we
have been
did that.
ready for it.
No, he wouldn't have been ready for it. No, he wouldn't have been ready for it. He'd have crashed it. He wouldn't know how to. It got water on it. But so we getting it now. So we hold us accountable. But call Andre. He'll come over because he probably think you gonna. Because I told him you was gonna give him the computer. So he think you gonna give him the computer. So he'll come over. Tell him it's in the pool. Go dive for it. He'll go get it. We've lost him.
Oh, I'm about to. That is so stupid.
We are gonna say goodnight, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I don't know how many followers we have on live right now. How many do we have?
1,320.
Dang.
We've added 20 new ones. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Kym is not looking up because we've lost her, for watching Two Funny Mamas.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm gonna go.
We'll be back.
Thank you so
next
much.
week.
I'm about to go check the house.
And watch Kym's show. Is coming out.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her, Kym. Don't tell
Act Your
her.
Age.
Good job.
Act Your Age with Tisha Campbell and Yvette Nicole Brown. It will be coming
That's
out in a
right.
couple of months. Go to her, Kym, KYM, on audible.com and listen. It is the funniest freaking podcast created by her and Kym Whitley and Lena Waithe. So doggone funny, starring David Arnold, co-starring
When's it come out?
me,
Oh,
Jess Hilarious, Kim Coles. Oh my gosh, Jennifer Lewis. So many darn people in the podcast. So funny. Listen to it. My show, Sherri's, coming back January 9th. And watch the second season of Sex Lives of College Girls on HBO Max. We've been picked up for a third season. I'm really excited. And that's it. And Chris at Midcoast Media, he got a lot of honky tonk stuff on coming out. You got Honky Tonk podcast, right?
Honky tonk.
Yeah,
She said a honky tonk podcast, Kym. Remember whatever Drinks of the Band, that'll be back in some form. But
It's
one
called
time
Drinks.
what I do that with Jack Daniels, like the face of Jack Daniels. That's who recommended our favorite restaurant, Kym.
Oh, that's right.
Sherri, you know what? We're coming up on 1 year where you crashed Drinks with the Band with Justin from Susto. There's a guy, Sherri had the code and logged in at the wrong time, and I'm doing a live stream with a singer
All
from
these white guys. I was like this.
Justin from Susto. We'll never forget that. The funniest thing ever. It was
It
incredible.
I was like, who are all these white men on my podcast?
You did. You gave the white man squint. You're like, that is
Yeah,
a lot
like,
of white
what's
people.
going on? And I logged off. I don't like being in a room with all the white men. I was like, what's going on? Shoot.
If it was IMDb for podcast, you'd get a guest appearance on that.
And I think I'm gonna talk to Joe Rogan. You know, he like talking about serious stuff. But I'm gonna see maybe Kym if we can go on Joe Rogan's show.
Oh, that would be fun.
Boy, that's a lot of
Because
people.
you would turn Joe Rogan over on his ass. And I would love to be there for it.
On his ass.
Oh,
So I think I'm gonna have a conversation with Joe Rogan.
he's down in Austin. You'll have to go there.
We can go to Austin and see if we can go on his podcast. I think he would like to have us on there.
That makes me genuinely nervous. Do you know how many people watch that show?
I think it would be great. I think it would be great. We need to start exploring other podcasts.
That's what I'm going to LA at the end of February, 1st of March, and we'll talk about it more. But I'm trying to take Kym on a little press tour.
Well, good luck.
Hey, Chris, let's see how long your hair is, and then we're gonna get.
Why? People don't care. All right, hang on.
I care.
You can. This is for Mama.
Yes.
Look at you.
It looks greasy.
Can you put it in the ponytail?
When you come out to when you come out to LA, Kym will take you get your hair braided.
Right.
Here you go, Kym.
Look.
There you
Look.
put it in a ponytail. We got to let Kym go, Chris. This
Yeah,
girl.
that's what we're at the hair portion. Everybody's going to be annoyed. It's very long.
Everybody loves your hair. I know they love your hair, Chris.
Long hair. It looks good long. It looks great long. I like it.
We'll see what it looks like after. We'll assess it after the live show in March. Maybe we'll do a vote on stage if I should cut it or not.
Oh, good. Okay. All
There
right.
you go.
Love y'all.
Sherri.
Good night, everybody. Go to SherriShepherd.tv and go to Two Funny Mamas. Sign up, subscribe, so we can let you know when we are in your town.
Everybody enjoyed Jason Mimosa making an appearance.
Lovely. Lovely.
Lovely.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye, everybody.
Two funny mamas. Two funny mamas. Two funny mamas.